For this year, I think, and just something you do not see normally for us. But what we did well also was really defend. They only had one girl in double figures, and that was Morris. So Morris is averaging 20. She only had 10 in that matchup. And the other two that they really rely on, Nacer and Steenbergen, just went for 12 combined. So just really good effort the first night, and you hope that we can repeat it. Both our boys and girls played top teams in the region. Boys played top team in the 3rd region. Girls played top team in the 12th region the last time we played. So it's not like those losses were bad losses. I think the boys, just played well, but just couldn't keep up scoring-wise. And the girls, I thought, had a tremendous effort against Pulaski and had a chance down the stretch, just couldn't make enough shots. But what we did, the two things I've got written on the paper is this. I've got a ton written on the paper, but the main two things are this. I said the other night that we've got to play with a purpose, and I think we did. You got to shoot it. You got to pass it. You got to have, I think I made the comment, you got to be almost like a chess player. You got to be thinking a couple of moves ahead, what you want to do, where you want to cut, how you want the final result, especially on offense, to be. And then Piper said this, and I've related to it. I think the other night we found a little bit of joy in basketball. And it's been a struggle for us the last few games. When you lose 2 out of the last 3, that joy is not always there. When it's tough making shots, when the other team, makes a tough play or we lose a loose ball, all those things take some of that joy away that you ultimately. So we've got to continue to find that. It's not going to be in every possession. And ultimately, at the end of every game, it might not be there. But we've got to have some sense of why we play this game. And tonight is going to start a tough stretch of 4 games. Obviously, we can't look ahead to Franklin tomorrow night. Franklin, the #1 team in the region, really, really good. We've got to pass our last district test tonight, so we end up, and whether it's a coin flip, a pill bottle, an envelope, whatever it is, it's basically a 50-50 shot at the 1 or the 2 seed. The 2 seed, you play Glasgow. The 4 seed will be Allen. So if you get the 1, you play them again here on their home floor. So we'll see what we got in store tonight. I think it all boils down to how well we can contain Morris, because she's playing really, really good, but we've got the weapons to shut her down defensively.
Allen County-Scottsville is 1-3 in the district. They won over Glasgow by 5, 58-53. They still have one more time to play against the Lady Scotties. And then 2 losses to Warren East, one in overtime by 1 point, the other by 18. And, of course, the 35-point loss to the Trojanettes. Barren County is 4-1 in the district. They won over Glasgow twice, 47-36 and 51-23. They split with Warren East, won the first game 42-36, lost the second game 51-43. And, of course, Warren East is 5-1. Trojanettes need to win to be that #1 seed tie with the Lady Raiders. Glasgow is 0-5. For the Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to tip-off, we're about 13.5 minutes away. The Trojanettes and the Lady Patriots in game 1 of her doubleheader. 0-4 the score.
So this class is responsible for growing produce and flowers, hanging baskets, and different vegetables in our school greenhouse that we sell to the public. We also use the produce that's left over after our annual plant sale to grow here in our raised garden beds, and then we harvest that produce throughout the summer. And then all of that produce gets donated to the Barren County Reads and Feeds program here that we do within our school district.
Hey son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm gonna own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
What I really like with Project Lead the Way and with the STEAM content that I get to teach is it makes those real world connections. It's allowing kids to put their brain in action. It's not that, we're not at that time in the game where we're sitting and getting and taking notes and content. It's taking that content and applying it to real world selections. And that's what Project Lead the Way is allowing us to do and create those opportunities. Those students that you have in the classroom that may struggle with that reading and math are thriving with this content because they're able to put solutions to problems and fix things that they wouldn't necessarily get in a normal math or reading classroom.
Just being able to figure out what didn't work and how to make it work and how to work through that process just in itself for you as a person is important, but also it builds those skills that are going to be necessary for each grade that follows us.
At the culmination of our pathways, students have the opportunity to go out into the community and to be able to co-op. It's through these experiences that kids get real life experience. They get to practice the skills that they learn in the class hands-on.
I'm working here at Commonwealth Broadcasting Corporation, and it's just really awesome. I get to do lots of cool stuff like write commercials. I've voiced a couple commercials, and I just kind of help out with whatever anybody needs. My favorite part is getting to meet all the different kinds of people and also just getting opportunities like this co-op. It's really just been a wonderful learning experience.
Favorite part is just being able, instead of being in a classroom where you have to sit all day, you're doing your own work for something that you're actually interested in. I would recommend this course to other students just because it'll let them know if they would like to do this for a career.
Allen County-Scottsville averages 54.2 points a game. They give up 57.2. They shoot 36% from the field. They've made 92 threes on this season. That's an average of about 4 a game at 28.5%. 67.5% from the foul line and 28.3 rebounds a game. The Trojanettes are averaging 53.7 points, giving up 39.7, shooting 44% from the field. They've made 60 three-point shots. That's an average of just under 3 a game, 28% from behind the arc, 67% from the foul line, 28.5 rebounds a game. On the CRS construction schedule for tonight, just a handful of games on this Monday night. CRS Construction providing exceptional construction service with the highest attention to detail. Only one doubleheader tonight we know about. Caverna hosting Hart County in a District 18 doubleheader remake. Warren East girls are at Warren Central, Monroe County boys at Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee, and Clinton County girls hosting Campbellsville. We'll come back with the starting lineups of tonight's game. It's the Trojanettes and the Lady Patriots in Game 1, followed by the Trojans and Patriots in Game 2. A rescheduled 15th District doubleheader tonight here in Scottsville on 104 The Score.
Medical Detectives is part of the Project Lead the Way curriculum, a feeder to the Biomed program at the high school. One of the things that I really enjoy about this class is that it does expose the students to a number of different medical careers and give them ideas that there are numerous potential career opportunities for somebody in the medical field.
I would definitely recommend the class for someone who has interest in medical sciences, and you'll learn a lot about the brain, vital signs, and just all around a lot about science.
Classes that we're offering here with Project Lead the Way, it allows them to have those real world problems where they're able to connect with each other, connect across soft skills that they're able to develop and work through those problems together. And so within our school, within our district, we provide lots of different opportunities for students to learn, to grow. And so that's what our goal here is at Barren County Middle School, is to empower students through our learning opportunities.
It's not about having kids know content knowledge, like, hey, I memorized this order of things, or I know that. It's actually basically like a knowledge acquisition process. Do I know how to get knowledge? Do I know how to research? What's my question? How do I know when I've learned this, How do I know when I'm ready to go to the next thing? So for them in the STEAM process, what we look at is, what's our question first? What are we trying to accomplish? What's our goal when it's all said and done? I try to have models for the kids. We discuss things. We look at examples from the real world. And ultimately in the end, they have to figure out the engineering process for themselves. I'll provide them with materials. I'll provide them with instruction, even some direction. But ultimately in the end, they have to build these things. And that's the kind of real world stuff they're going to have to work through. That stuff will take them far beyond what they learn here. It's all about trying things, taking risk, and then applying what you've learned in a classroom to what you do in life, and then being able to develop techniques that you can use outside these walls.
I'm super proud of what we've been able to build in the last few years in our program. Our goal has always been to set students up for success. But what this does is, I think it is a game changer because it creates that next step of connections for students to what we're doing in the curriculum, and allows them to really see hands-on what nobody else gets to see.
I've absolutely loved the past 4 years being in biomed. I have got so many wonderful opportunities, and it has prepared me so much for my future.
I really feel like our rigorous curriculum really prepares them for med school, physical therapy school, pretty much any graduate medical degree. Our table is a great asset. It's really just a really good supplement to help their learning.
Barren County High School is very fortunate to offer multiple career pathways. The biomedical pathway is just one of those, but our focus is always to have students hands-on experience that prepare them directly for the career that they're going to have when they graduate.
With a limit of 9 chairs per person, pickups will be available on Thursday, March 14th and Friday, March 15th from 4 until 9 p.m. or Saturday, March 16th from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Those wanting chairs must arrange pickup and labor required to load them. There is no charge for the chairs, but a donation to the Barren County Association would be deeply appreciated. Let's look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by SCRTC. SCRTC Total Communications. For the Allen County-Scottsville Patriots under sixth-year head coach Greg Dunn, 68 wins, 84 losses overall. His assistant coaches are Gary DeWitt and Chris Roy. Record of 8-13, 1-3 in district play. They'll start Aubrey Nacer, number 3, a 5'3 junior, averaging 8.5 points a game. Avery Morris, number 10, a 5'6 freshman, averages 21 a game. Jaylee Steenbergen, number 32, a 5'9 senior, 11 points and 5 boards a game. Sarah Wright, number 25, a 5'4 senior, averages 3. And the other starter is Clara Berry, number 00, a 5'5 senior, 1 point, 4.5 rebounds a game. Barren County Trojanettes under 9th-year head coach Piper Lindsay. Her assistant coaches are Scott Chapman, Prince Billman, and Michael Toms. Abby Varney, number 11, a 5'8 senior, 17.5 points, 6.5 rebounds a game. Number 10, Katie Elmore, 5'6 junior, averages 6.5. Katie Gerald's number 30, a 5'7 junior, averages 5 points a game. Taylor Strange, number 14, a 5'10 junior, averages 5 a game. And Ashley Atkinson, number 35, a 5'8 sophomore, averaging 5.2 points and 4.5 rebounds. The top reserve off the bench will be number 24, Shelby Bird, a 5'6 freshman. She's the second leading scorer of the Trojans a game. So there's your starting lineups, brought to you by SCRTC. And we'll get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off coming up. We're about 3.5 minutes away. Get the local news, information about local events, and much more that you need to know from Barren County and Glasgow online by logging on to GlasgowNews1.com. It's a busy week for the Trojanettes. 5 games over the next 9 days. And after tonight, we'll go on the road to Franklin Simpson tomorrow night, a team that is 22-1. They've been number 1 in the region for the past 4 or 5 weeks now. And yes, they should be there because their only loss is to Boyd County, and they've blown everybody in the way in the region.
Well, they're really good because they turn you over. They're going to press us. It's going to be a difficult test. By comparison, you're going to see 2 completely different defensive teams. So tonight actually is probably not a great prep for tomorrow night because Allen County only forces their opponents into 8.5 turnovers a game. Franklin Simpson, you look at it, is probably going to be closer to 20. So turn the ball over a ton, about 15 a game. Tonight, I don't know about tomorrow night, but I think tonight is going to be an opportunity for us to really get up and pressure. Even Morris, who's a scorer, we have to make it difficult on her, and if we get out and pressure her a little bit, you saw that in the first matchup, they really were not comfortable at pulling our pressure, initiating the offense just a few. So defense is really more important than trying to replicate the 6 threes or anything like that we did in the first time.
Bowling Green number 2, Barren 3, Warren East 4, Metcalfe County moved up to 5 this week. There's only 8 points. Only 8 points separate Bowling Green, Barren County, Warren East, and Metcalfe County. So anybody could be in the number 2 spot. We saw Greenwood beat Bowling Green the other night by 1 point, 47-46. The only team in the region to do so. That broke a 42-game district.
That felt like the other night when Warren East beat us, but that shows you that Bowling Green's being beaten. I think actually we probably learned a whole lot in that loss to Bowling Green that'll be beneficial if we see him again.
Yep. SCRTC Jackie Browning Memorial Opening Tip-Off. Our officials for tonight's game, sponsored by Monticello Banking Company. NBC is a proud supporter of Barren County basketball. Tonight's officials are Barry Vincent, Chris Reeder, and John McMillan. We'll be back with the tip-off after this break as you're following the Trojanettes from Allen County-Scottsville tonight on 104.7 FM, The Score.
I really like the hands-on aspect because I have several students, particularly this year, being that we do have such large gaps from our COVID time, that are having some trouble with reading. They struggle to do that. So when we do the hands-on and they're able to see the models and to watch me do it, that is taken completely out of the equation, and it gives them the confidence to really shine and do all these smaller tasks.
Building that foundation of how students can use science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, making those connections with the classroom teachers and what they're doing in their classrooms as well. And you know, sometimes they don't have the time to do those project-based type things. In our STEAM lab, they're able to do that. And then also with our Project Lead the Way, students are really thinking about how to build and solve real-world problems, presented with scenarios, and then they have to problem solve and come up with solutions as a team. And so we're really excited about laying that foundation here at Temple Hill this year.
We start working all the way from kindergarten, and they start doing, if it's building the 3 Little Pigs houses and they have to build something and test it and all of these sorts of things, they start that kind of problem solving skills really young. We do a lot of group work, so they have to collaborate, they have to learn how to work well together, how to compromise. It's been really cool kind of seeing them kind of come in to kind of get all kinds of things. And plus it kind of prepares them, it kind of shows them like different career options and a lot of things that they've never thought about before. And so when we're doing Project Lead the Way and we're studying engineering, we'll pull up scientists and we'll pull up astronauts, and we've watched some launches on TV and just stuff like that to kind of show them that there's kind of a big world out there and there's all kinds of places and things that they can do.
So this class is responsible for growing produce and flowers, hanging baskets, and different vegetables in our school greenhouse that we sell to the public. We also use the produce that's left over after our annual plant sale to grow here in our raised garden beds, and then we harvest that produce throughout the summer. And then all of that produce gets donated to the Barren County Reads and Feeds program here that we do within our school district.
Hey son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm gonna own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
This is WCDS 1230 AM and 104.7 FM The Score. Glasgow online at 104thescore.com and on BC Live tonight. Jay Turner, Robert Bauer, high above courtside here at Allen County-Scottsville. Lady Patriots in their white uniforms, blue numbers and letters trimmed in red. And the Trojanettes in their traveling burgundy, white numbers and letters trimmed in gold. And we are ready for this final district regular season game for the Trojanettes. Allen County-Scottsville still has one more game to go against Glasgow. It is Jaylee Steenbergen for Allen County-Scottsville. Abby Varney for Barren County. Barry Vincent tosses it up, and here we go. The Lady Patriots controlling the tap. They'll set it up. Morris, just a freshman, leading scorer on this Allen County-Scottsville team, averaging 21 points a game. As they work it to Steenbergen, crossover move, sends it off on the left side now to Barry. Now comes back out front to Nacer. She gives it to Morris. Morris trying to go one-on-one with Atkinson, drives it, splits the defenders, fell down, hit the bottom of the backboard. And a bad pass for the Trojanettes. Down on the floor, scrambling for it is Katie Elmore and Nacer for Allen County-Scottsville. Trojanettes will get to the alternating possession.
Got to be a little careful with that outlet pass. Everybody was running towards our offensive end, but Allen County snuck back in, got a hand on it, and we had to use our possession arrow.
30 seconds gone to the contest. Here's Varney with it on the right side, dribbles with the left hand behind the back dribble. Now cuts back in the lane. Under with the left hand, puts it up, she missed it. Ball's tapped out and grabbed by Atkinson, gives it to Elmore. Down low, Varney, little pump fake, puts it up and in.
Little confusion there. They had two girls, and neither one of them really committed. That was Barry and Steenbergen. Neither one, they just kind of looked at each other, and neither committed to go grab Varney.
Scoreboard first. Here's Nacer with it out to Steenbergen, top of the key. Right side, it goes to Wright. Now Wright sends it back out to Nacer. Nacer back to Wright on the wing. Looking for the cutter, can't go. Now dribbles to the top of the key, comes back to the right side. Almost carried it, double team, bounces it off now. Morris penetrating, up with a shot, she's fouled.
You're going to cheat, and Ashley cheated off of and tried to dig in and knock a loose ball out. And she is guarding their best player. If you're going to cheat off Morgan or go help off of Morris, you better have somebody there to get your back, and nobody really stepped up to do that.
Morris, a 75.5% foul shooter. It's the first of two. Second one is in the air, and it is good.
I'd really rather her not get to the free throw line and kind of see it go in and get going,
right,
but
she's
that's
the best shooter. 2-2. And in a trap, Varney off to Elmore in the middle. Strange turns and fires a 17-footer that's off the mark. Rebound, Varney, back up and in.
I like that. Been offensive rebounding the best lately, but we've got 2 offensive rebounds and 4 points.
Morris driving, shot blocked by Gerald, but picked up and put up and in by Barry.
Give it right back there. Rebound.
And we're tied at 4, 6:15 to play in the opening quarter. Elmore with the basketball, 1-2-2 half-court trap. Here's Strange with it in the corners. Gerald's drives, goes to the basket, puts it up and in.
Their defense is really spread out off of that 1-2-2, and we are penetrating and finding lanes.
6-4, Trojanettes lead it. Wright out top, gives it over to Nacer on the left side. Nacer looking for Steenbergen. She sets a screen. She's picked up her dribble, goes to Morris with it. Morris getting chased, trying to get out of the double team, takes it down to the corner, gives it to Steenbergen. Now with it is Barry. They give it back out to Nacer. Nacer gets trapped, gives it to Steenbergen. Oh, fires it right down to Barry. Wide open shot, puts it in.
Here's what I don't mind. I don't mind that defensive scramble. I was talking about this the other day in the office, and just kind of mix it up a little bit. That little chaos you're creating, running and jumping.
We're tied at 6. Varney down low. Can't shoot. Gives it in the lane to Strange. He has a shot partially blocked. Gerald gets it out of the air. Varney trying to work with a jump stop. Puts it up in the middle. Got it. The 6 Trojanettes. Here's Mars. Hesitation. Driving to the basket. Puts it up and in.
Her. And Ashley draws the assignment, but really you should almost have 2. Based on how many points the rest of those out there score, you can really throw 2 at her and not be phased.
We're tied at 8, 4:48 to play in the first quarter. Varney, right side over to Elmore. Elmore looks inside, cross-court pass back to Varney. Varney out the left wing, goes to the corner, trying to go up the baseline, feeds it in there to Strange. Strange left to the lane, back out now to Gerald's. Gerald's on the left side, gives it out to Elmore. And the County fans wanted to walk on that one. kind of tiptoed off her feet, but didn't ever leave her feet. Down low, Strange puts it up, no good, but a foul.
Good catch. She tipped it to herself and then spun away from the defense to get the free throws.
Foul is on Sarah Wright, her first foul of the ball game against the Lady Patriots.
They've gone zone. That's one of those times we're going to really have to move the basketball. We kept it over here on the left side a long time in that possession and didn't make that defense rotate. Again, play with the purpose in this situation, pass with the purpose, and make that defense move.
Strange, first of two good. Second one pops out. Gerald's gets the rebound. Needs some help. Now looks for help and sends it out to Elmore in a bounce pass out front. 9-8. Trojanettes lead it here. 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Atkinson, right corner. Gerald's bounce pass in there to Varney. Gets cut off. Now Gerald's with it back on the right side. Back out front it comes to Elmore. Elmore. Oh, bad pass and saved in bounds. Allen County-Scottsville saved it in bounds. Underneath the Barren County bucket. Morris stops. 15-foot shot. Good. 6 of Allen County-Scottsville's 10. The Lady Patriots lead it 10-9.
They made their last
2-3 zone by Allen County-Scottsville. Out of the high post is Gerald. She gets into a trap. They try to reach in on her to tie it up. My ball hits somebody's foot. It's going to be scooped up. Morris goes for the layup. It's good. Timeout. Allen County-Scottsville has a 12-9 lead over the Trojanettes. 3:25 to go in the opening quarter. This timeout brought to you by The People's Bank, your local community bank working for you.
Quick, very quick adjustment by Allen County. They saw the 1-2-2 was not working at all because it was limiting and thinning out their defensive resources. We were driving, picking it apart, finding the lanes. So they just completely did the opposite to a 2-3 and packed it in the lane. Nobody outside the three-point line, and we're really struggling anything offensively as they've made that last one off a turnover.
Allen County-Scottsville will set back up in that 2-3 zone on the defensive end as Elmore will bring it up. Chasing her, midcourt, double team, throws it away.
It was an unforced turnover, but it was a panic turnover. Yeah. You saw them coming, you had time, you didn't have to get rid of it as quick as you did, and you just threw it to the first person you saw, and you didn't connect.
Yep. Morris with it down front for ACS. Gives to Steenbergen, looping pass across over to Morris. And now here's Barry, hands it back to Morris. Right wing, wants to drive, goes in the lane, throws up a left-handed shot. It's no good, but a foul. It's on Atkinson, and that's her second. Team second of the quarter. And Morris right back at the free throw line. 2 for 2 already. Make it 3 for 3. Nothing but net on all three. Katie Murphy's going to check into the Trojanette lineup. 5'6" senior. 4 points a game out of the 7 she's played in. 4 for Morris, and it's good. She already has 10 points, half of her average.
And that's as many almost as she scored the first time we played them. The first time matchup, she was the only one in double figures.
Right side goes to Varney. 14-9, Lady Patriots. Murphy, left wing. Throws it back across over to Varney for the 3 ball. It is no good. Battle for the Geralds grabs it out of the air. Lobs it up to Murphy. Back to Geralds. Out of the corner for 3. Rim's no good. Ball tipped into the hands of Elmore. Goes up. Has it blocked, but a foul.
Rebounds right now.
Foul is on Steenbergen. Her first. Second foul on the Lady Patriots here in the first quarter. Katie Elmore, a 59.5% foul shooter. First of 2, no good.
I'd be very tempted to go 1-2-2 of our own off a make, or even into that 1-3-1.
Second shot for Elmore. Rims out. Rebound. Varney got a foul. Got bumped there by Riley Roy, who just checked in. A 5'10 junior, averages 5 points and 5.5 rebounds. Third foul of the Lady Patriots in the quarter. Varney will go the line to shoot 2.
They're playing a ton of kids. Almost done a complete line change.
It's not going to be a shooting foul, he said.
I don't know how it's not a shooting foul. He said she pushed her, and she was going up with the shot. That was confusing.
Yeah. Shelby Bird is checked into the Trojanette lineup. Here she is, left corner, flies it up for 3. Rims no good. And the rebound comes off to Deborah Patrick, who's in the ballgame now for ACS, a 5'10 sophomore. Here's Morris. Drive it against Elmore, and somebody reached in and fouled her. It's going to be on Elmore, her first. Number 3 on the Trojanettes here in the first. 14-9. Allen County-Scottsville. Ball knocked down. Varney had it for a moment, lost it. Now they throw it in the back court. Was it tipped? Yeah. Over and back. Somebody thought it was tipped. I couldn't tell, but
I think they passed it and deflected it at themselves.
It's 2:08 to play here in the first quarter. Barren County down 14-9.
Gave them a bench warning on that one. They've really kind of softened up and given coaches a lot more warnings than they used to, haven't they?
Yep. Katie Murphy against the 2-3 zone. Top of the key. Bounce pass right to Bird. Bird fires it off over to Varney. Left of the lane. Back to Gerald's. Gerald's is cut off. Got a foul here. This one's going to be on Roy. That's 2 quick ones on Riley Roy.
Very quickly. She actually averages more than several of their starters.
So she's coming out, and it's Barry back in for Coach Greg Dunn. Murphy on the left baseline to toss it in. Gives it to Varney. Back to Murphy out of the corner for the 3. No good. Rebound was by Elmore. They say she lost it out of bounds.
Not sure about that one. That was a good look, though, for reaction by Allen County. They're really giving us the 3, though. Now we're going to pick up the little man full. Actually, it's a zone.
Ball gets loose. Elmore's got it in the lane. Throws it up. It's partially blocked. Another foul here. And this one's going to be charged to Nacer. 5 fouls of the Lady Patriots here in the first quarter. It is a shooting foul, and it's Katie Elmore back at the line. She's 0 for 2 already.
We haven't played poorly offensively, but it's going to take some makes here at the free throw line to get us into double digits. Yeah. We've technically missed a ton of shots here. We've taken a lot of threes as they pushed us into zone, and just haven't got any to go down. Several good looks.
And the second shot also good. Nothing but net on both of those for Katie Elmore.
So 1-2-2 full court's what it is.
And they split the defenders. They give it off now. Steenbergen, cross-court pass to Morris. She'll curl out front with it. 1:36 to go in the quarter. Here's a long 3. Good. They're knocking it down. A 3-point shot she's made this year. And Allen County-Scottsville leads it by 6. The top of the circle. Sends it over to Bird on the right wing. Bird looking. One dribble. Floats it cross court. Elmore down to Varney. Left of the lane. Slices under. Whistle traveling on Varney.
The only problem I see with this is we go back in the half court and match up man. We've really got to talk if we're going to do that.
Steal as Bird fell down. Oh, she got tripped or just lost her footing there.
Yeah, she was going down as she gathered the ball and tried to throw it up to draw the foul. But this crew's not going to call a ton of fouls like that.
Here's a lob. It's a bad pass. Murphy now to Elmore. Elmore drives, goes to the bucket, puts it up. Oh, it came off the rim. And battle for the rebound. Elmore reaching in to tie it up. Possession arrow to ACS.
I think that's 2, maybe 3 layups that have just came off the rim like that for us.
Comes into Barry. She's in a trap. Now here's a long pass up to midcourt to Patrick. Patrick gets rid of it to Steenbergen. Hands it off to Morris. Now Morris on the dribble. Varney trying to come out to defend. They try to trap her, but she tries to race away from it. Going to the left side of the floor. Now she's in a trap. In trouble.
Oh, you got to go.
And there's a foul. Elmore committing her second personal. So now the second starter to pick up 2.
I'm sorry. I really like the kind of just go at her. When she is got the ball, that's the key to go trap. But everybody else has to really sell out and go get the basketball. We've got to be in that passing lane so she has no outlets.
36 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Barren County down by 6. It's 17-11. Morris with it out front of the right side. On the left-handed, reverses back to the right and finds a pass down low there to Barry and a foul. This one will be on Katie Murphy.
So, and Ashley's got 2. Elmore's got 2.
Yep.
We're spreading hopefully the rest of them around a little bit.
Murphy's first. Barry at the line. She only averages 1 point a game, but she has scored 2 buckets here in the first quarter. And this first quarter brought to you by German American Bank, supporting the communities we serve and believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Barry misses the first. She'll have 1 more. Sarah Wright coming in to replace Jaylee Steenbergen.
Strategically, if you do that run and jump correctly, you've always got somebody out there that doesn't even average a bucket a game, and you can just run off them.
Right. Second shot missed. Trojanettes with a rebound. Murphy into the front court. Right side, Varney. Back to Murphy. Swings it left to Bird. Back to Murphy. Now Murphy has it stolen away from her by Nacer. Nacer driving to the bucket. Lays it up and in.
Got to keep it moving. Cannot stall the basketball.
Here's Varney. Pulling up, and a whistle. What do we got here? A foul with 0.3 of a second. Morris, her first. So Abby Varney will be at the line.
Recognition by Abby of the clock. Very good clock awareness.
Yep. First of 2, no good. Barren County, 3 of 7. At the charity stripe here in the first quarter.
We've gotten there. Just haven't been able to put it together.
Second shot for Varney on the way. Got that one. 19-12. The Lady Patriots lead it after 1 period over Barren County. We'll return after this break. This is Trojanet basketball on 104 The Score.
What I really like about with Project Lead the Way and with the STEAM content that I get to teach is it makes those real world connections. It's allowing kids to put their brain in action. It's not that, we're not at that time in the game where we're sitting and getting and taking notes and content. It's taking that content and applying it to real world selections. And that's what Project Lead the Way is allowing us to do and create those opportunities. Those students that you have in the classroom that may struggle with that reading and math are thriving with this content because they're able to put solutions to problems and fix things that they wouldn't necessarily get in a normal math or reading classroom.
Just being able to figure out what didn't work and how to make it work and how to work through that process just in itself for you as a person is important, but also it builds those skills that are going to be necessary for each grade that follows us.
Trojanettes trail 19-12. Allen County-Scottsville here at Lady Patriots home court. Goes in the middle. Varney trying to dump it off. Couldn't get it to Strange. Here's Gerald's 15-footer. Shot it over the rim.
Abby's got to shoot that 6-footer.
Allen County-Scottsville. Steenbergen top of the key. Over the right side to Nacer. Nacer sends it left side to Barry. Fires it down the corner. Steenbergen fires up a 3. It is no good. Rebound comes off as Murphy grabs it. Pushed it down the floor. Angles off right. Bird. And she's going to be called for steps.
Yeah, she get the ball down before she took off.
Basketball. Morris with it. Brings it across the timeline. Gets rid of it over to Nacer. Nacer on the right side. Now looking for help. Sends it back over to Morris. Out front on the left side. Morris. The floor. Gives it to Nacer. And Nacer sends it down. It's stolen away as Gerald came up with it. Gives to Murphy. He tried to go to right. Murphy pulls up. Fires it off to Gerald's. Baseline in the corner. Varney, the 3-ball. Good.
Good. Our first 3. We're 1 of 5 now. And Allen County was on fire in general the first quarter. They were 7 of 9. That pace won't continue, or it shouldn't continue if we're able to up that D a little bit.
First the People's Bank 3-point shot made tonight. Abby Varney making it. Pulls the Trojanettes back within 4, 19-15. Comes out to Steenbergen. Steenbergen looking. Over to Nacer out front. Nacer gets rid of it to Morris. Morris on the dribble against Varney. Goes right side, spins back left, and reverses back right. Gives it to Steenbergen. In front of the Barren County bench to the right. Out top. Got Barry directing traffic out there.
Got to keep their good player over here on the right side. She loves the left and very uncomfortable on the right.
Nacer out to Steenbergen. Steenbergen gets rid of it. It's Barry in the circle. Needs some help. And she walked.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers for Allen County. Good defensive adjustment there by Piper, and it might not have been much more than just reminding the girls of the scouting report and their assignments more than anything.
Murphy handling the point. Gives to Varney on the right side. Out top it comes to Bird. Back to Murphy. Moves it cross court. Varney trying to make a move inside. Splits the defenders. Missed the shot. And rebound. Going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow to ACS.
That was a little bit more contested, but that's our 3rd or 4th missed layup. They're just rolling right off the front of the rim.
32 to play here in the first half. The second quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Trojanettes are down 4. Morris with it. Spins in the lane. Up with a left-hand shot, and it drops in as she falls down.
She's going to spin back to the strong side.
12 points for Morris already. Here's Varney spinning back to the right side. Throws it over to Bird on the right wing. She wants to drive with it. Lost the handle. Ball's tipped up in the air. Comes to Varney for the 3. Got it!
Not sure how that ended up back out here in Abby's hands, but it did. We'll take the 3 points to pull it to 3.
And it's 21-18. Just under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Morris trying to work off the dribble against Varney. Backs out. It's it over to Wright. On the wing, out top, Barry swings it left over to Steenbergen. Steenbergen trying to make a move on Shelby Bird with a spin move up with a jumper. Missed it badly. We got a whistle and a foul. I believe Gerald's is going to be caught with a push.
Said she pushed her to gain position.
It's her first personal and the first foul of the second quarter. Got Addison McFall, a 5'4" sophomore in the Trojanette lineup right now. She wants to go up with a 6-foot shot. It's an air ball. And Murphy down the court. Varney driving under. Little pump fake. Lets the defender go by. She missed it. Strange tried to go back up with it. Lost it. Steenbergen on the baseline, bringing it back the other way for ACS. Nacer off of the left side to Barry. She may have got away with a walk there. Back out to Steenbergen. Now Steenbergen leaves it with Morris. Morris trying to make a move on Varney. Drives under and a foul.
Get it out of her left hand. You got to get it out of her left hand. Abby, 75% of the possessions is really overplaying on that left hand. But when she gets it in the left hand and gets a little speed, it's hard to get her to go the other direction.
First foul on Abby Varney. Morris with 12 points already, averages 21 a game. Free throw is good. She's 5 out of 5 from the charity stripe. Morris had 35 the other night against Warren East.
Well, honestly, she's the only player that really looks comfortable scoring the basketball. You've seen some of the other kids take shots, and besides that made 3 that Nacer made, it's just not much efficient offense.
Yeah. Timeout by Allen County-Scottsville. 4:01 to go in the first half. The Lady Patriots leading the Trojanettes 23-18. You talk about Morris, only a freshman. She doesn't play like a freshman.
Yeah, she's going to probably, let's see, no, there's no probably to it. She will. Just hopefully it's not tonight, reach 1,000 points. She's 28 short of 1,000.
28, yeah.
She'll be the quickest Lady Patriot mark just in her freshman year. So she's going to be a really good. You know, they lose a little bit, but they don't lose a ton. They lose the right girl, the Steenbergen girl, and still they've got a pretty solid player to build around in the Morris kid.
Trojanettes playing with Katie Murphy, Addison McFall, Katie Geralds, Abby Varney, and Taylor Strange. McFall, right wing 3, got it.
Addison can shoot it, and I haven't seen very many JV games, but when we play varsity JV games, she can really knock it down.
Nacer wanted to shoot the 3. Murphy came out to defend. 23-21, Trojanettes trailing by 2. 3:35 to go in the first half. Steenbergen, ball knocked away by Strange in the hands of Katie Murphy. Fires it off to Varney. Varney goes under, puts it up, got it.
Good job. We don't have very many fast break points, but if Allen wants to run, I'll run with them all day long.
And we're tied at 23. Morris with it out front. 3:15 to go in the first half. Morris Stops, shoots the three, and it is going to go, I thought it went over the backboard, but chasing down the ball is McFall, and she got rid of it to Gerald's, off to Murphy. Trojanettes can take the lead this trip up as Varney has it. Varney gives it out to Murphy. Three for the lead is no good. And the rebound comes off to Steenbergen.
That's our first three miss of the night, of the quarter.
With the basketball on the left side with it for ACS.
Even when you take her left hand away, she still wants to dribble with it, doesn't she?
Goes right side with it over to Nacer. Nacer gets a screen from Patrick, feeds it to Patrick, turns to the lane, put it up. It is no good. And McFall trying to go for the right and out of bounds. Shelby Bird comes in for Katie Geralds for the Trojanettes.
Good job to fight back.
Yep. Down what? 19 to 12 at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah,
down seven.
Seven's been the most, I think. We got to keep the foot on the gas pedal. Last 2:25 to go here in the quarter.
Murphy, top of the key, left side Bird. Bird looking, one dribble back out to McFall. Back to Bird, left wing, three ball in the air, no. And rebound comes off to Steenbergen. Sends it off the left side, Morris. Morris steps back, shoots the three ball. It is no good. And McFall tried to go for the rebound, but taken by Allen County-Scottsville, and a timeout by the Lady Patriots. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're tied at 23. Barren County and Allen County-Scottsville.
I don't know about that timeout. Is it worth the timeout to save a possession? Because that's really what he did. He had somebody have it there on the baseline. He was not very comfortable with it. We were going to trap him, and they more than likely were going to throw it off of us or turn it over. So
this lead was 7 for the Lady Patriots, 19 to 12. Barren County. Second quarter, 11 to 4. And the Trojanettes have 2 starters with 2 fouls, and Ashley Atkinson and Katie Elmore.
That's how all 4 of them, but it's better than the 10 she had in the first quarter.
Yeah. And Oliver just checked in, a 5'8" freshman. And that pass, almost came back across the line. Morris. Crossover dribble, drives under, flips it up and in.
That's a perfect there, but we made her work on the right side.
Bird out top, Varney. Back to Bird on the left. Out to Murphy. 3 if it goes. No good. Ball out of bounds. I'm going to say went off Strange. Fighting 2 Lady Patriots for it. So with 1:39 to play here in the first half. Barren County down 2 now, 25-23.
I'd throw that run and jump back at them a little bit, especially with the kids they got on the floor. They got some young kids out there, no scorers on the floor besides Steenbergen.
Yeah, Morris being chased, and they're going to foul. Oh, Varney.
He's closer, or he's further away than we are, Jay, to see that foul call.
Varney will have to come out now. Those 2 personal fouls. Katie Geralds. So who will guard Morris now? Shelby Bird?
Yeah, I think that's a good assignment for Shelby. They're familiar with each other.
They're both freshmen. Morris working, gets a screen, being chased out there. Double team gives to Steenbergen. Cross-court pass over to Oliver for the jumper. It is no good. Katie Geralds with a rebound. Gives to McFall.
Like the defense there.
McFall stops top of the key. Fires to Murphy on the right wing. Back out to McFall. 58 seconds to go in the half. Barren down by 2. Murphy against the 2-3 zone. Down low, Strange, one dribble. Throws it back out to Murphy, over to McFall. Ball fires up, 3-point shot. No, missed it badly. Ball gets skipped off the hand, and they're going to say it went off Gerald's. And Allison Ford in the ball game for Allen County-Scottsville.
I like the no-fear attitude there from McFall shooting the basketball, but it needs to be off a catch, not a couple dribbles in and shooting it. So she's a shooter, and I don't mind at all, but just got to get a better situation.
32 seconds to go in a half. Right side with it is Nacer. Back out front, Morris. Left side, Steenbergen. Steenbergen out top, Nacer. Thought about the 3. And what we got? Traveling on Nacer.
They get 8 turnovers in the game. Matches our 8.
County down by 2 with 22.9 left here in the second period.
Especially three starters that have set a long period, especially two of them.
Murphy over to Bird on the left wing. Back out front, Murphy in the middle. Goes to Gerald's, hooks it down underneath the strain. She puts it up. It's good.
Gathered herself, didn't catch it cleanly, gathered herself and scored it.
Ties it at 25. Steenbergen launches a long three that is short, and that ends the first half, and we will have a brand new game. We start the second half. We're tied at 25. Is next on 104.7 The Score.
At the culmination of our pathways, students have the opportunity to go out into the community and to be able to co-op. It's through these experiences that kids get real life experience. They get to practice the skills that they learn in the class hands-on.
I'm working here at Commonwealth Broadcasting Corporation, and it's just really awesome. I get to do lots of cool stuff like write commercials. I've voiced a couple commercials, and I just kind of help out with whatever anybody needs. My favorite part is getting to meet all the different kinds of people and also just getting opportunities like this co-op. It's really just been a wonderful learning experience.
Favorite part is just being able, instead of being in a classroom where you have to sit all day, you're doing your own work for something that you're actually interested in. I would recommend this course to other students just because it'll let them know if they would like to do this for a career.
Medical Detectives is part of the Project Lead the Way curriculum, a feeder to the Biomed program at the high school. One of the things that I really enjoy about this class is that it does expose the students to a number of different medical careers and give them ideas that there are numerous potential career opportunities for somebody in the medical field.
I would definitely recommend the class for someone who has interest in medical sciences, and you'll learn a lot about the brain, vital signs, and just all around a lot about science.
Classes that we're offering here with Project Lead the Way, it allows them to have those real world problems where they're able to connect with each other, connect across soft skills that they're able to develop and work through those problems together. And so within our school, within our district, we provide lots of different opportunities for students to learn, to grow, and so that's what our goal here is at Barren County Middle School, is to empower students through our learning opportunities.
(19-12) at the end of the first quarter. The Trojanettes outscoring ACS 13-6 in the second period of play. And for Allen County-Scottsville, they had 9 field goals in the first half. One of those a three-point shot. They were 6 of 8 from the charity line. Only 3 players have scored for Coach Greg Dunn. Avery Morris has 16 of Allen. 5 baskets, 6 of 6 at the line. She scored 10 of those 16 in the first quarter, the other 6 in the second quarter. Couple of baskets for Aubrey Nacer, a 3 and a 2 for 5 points. Clara Berry, 2 field goals, 0 for 2 from the line for 4 points. Morris was the only player to score for the Lady Patriots. She scored all 6 ACS points. Trojanettes had 9 field goals in the first half. A quarter to get back in the ball game. Trojanettes are only 4 of 8 from the foul line, and Abby Varney has 15. Barren County is 25 in the first half. She has 6 field goals. 2 of those are 3-pointers, and she was 1 of 2 from the foul line. 3-point basket for Addison McFall. Taylor Strange also with 3 points, a field goal and 1 of 2 from the foul line. Katie Elmore with 2 of 4 free throws. Katie Geralds with 2 points. And Ashley Atkinson started the game, did not score. Katie Murphy and Shelby Bird saw action but did not score in the first half. Katie Elmore, Abby Varney, and Ann Ashley Atkinson all went to the bench. Varney there late in the second quarter with 2 personal fouls. Elmore and Atkinson also on the bench with 2 fouls. Atkinson went out first early and then followed by Elmore and then Varney. So 3 starters with 2 fouls apiece. For the Lady Patriots, it's Riley Roy with 2 for ACS.
For the half, we were 9 of 20 % 3 of 11 for 3 for 27. Allen County was not. Three-point attempts. Much different first quarter and second quarter. Allen County shot 78%. They had 7 of their 9 field goals in the first quarter. They were only 22% for the second quarter. I thought we really tried to frustrate Morris in that quarter. I really like that run and jump defense, and I feel like we got more comfortable with it. And there were more places that we could pull from defensive throws. We need to shoot that a little bit better. You said 4 of 8. We definitely got to do a little bit better. Rebounding, we out-rebounded them 16 to 11, 8 boards, but we were only able to get 6 second chance points off of those 8 offensive boards. Too many turnovers. We turned it over 9 on the season. Allen County just forces their opponents into 9 turnovers a game. So we already matched that mark, not even a half gone. A couple more stats that you got to see a little bit different if we want to win this basketball game. Points off turnovers, that's not a stat we should be behind in. Allen County's got 10 points off of our 9 turnovers, and we've only got 6 off their 7 turnovers. Another place you should not be behind is total defensive stops in the game. They've stopped 17 possessions, and we've stopped them on 15. It's okay that, we've stopped them on 15, but you can't get stopped more than Allen County, obviously, to win a basketball game. Their largest lead was 19 to 11. An 8-point lead that we fought back from to tie it here at the half. I like where we are. And Ashley only played just a little over 6 minutes. Elmore played just under 8, so neither played a full quarter. And then obviously Barney went out there. So positioning, like some of the adjustments, like some of the whole defensive philosophy with 3 weeks to go in the season. But we've had some time to practice a little bit. Yep. I know we took off Friday, but we've had a little gap. We've had a bigger break in the game Thursday night to tonight than we've had all inside the snow break. We've been able to work on some things, and you see that tonight.
RACC Jackie Browning second half, third quarter, sponsored by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Against 25-25 here at halftime. Trojanet basketball on 104.7 the score.
It's not about having kids know content knowledge, like, hey, I memorized this order of things, or I know that. It's actually basically like a knowledge acquisition process. Do I know how to get knowledge? Do I know how to research? What's my question? How do I know when I've learned this? How do I know when I'm ready to go to the next thing? So for them in the STEAM process, what we look at is, what's our question first? What are we trying to accomplish? What's our goal when it's all said and done? I try to have models for the kids. We discuss things. We look at examples from the real world, and ultimately in the end, they have to figure out the engineering process for themselves. I'll provide them with materials. I'll provide them with instruction, even some direction, but ultimately in the end, they have to build these things, and that's the kind of real world stuff they're going to have to work through. That stuff will take them far beyond what they learn here. It's all about trying things, taking risk, and then applying what you've learned in a classroom to what you do in life, and then being able to develop techniques that you can use outside these walls.
I'm super proud of what we've been able to build in the last few years in our program. Our goal has always been to set students up for success. But what this does is, I think it is a game changer because it creates that next step of connections for students to what we're doing in the curriculum, and allows them to really see hands-on what nobody else gets to see.
I've absolutely loved the past 4 years being in biomed. I have got so many wonderful opportunities, and it has prepared me so much for my future.
I really feel like our rigorous curriculum really prepares them for med school, physical therapy school, pretty much any graduate medical medical degree. Our table is a great asset. It's really just a really good supplement to help their learning.
Barren County High School is very fortunate to offer multiple career pathways. The biomedical pathway is just one of those, but our focus is always to have students hands-on experience that prepare them directly for the career that they're going to have when they graduate.
The second half, third quarter from Allen County-Scottsville High School. Trojanettes 25, Lady Patriots 25. Again, Allen County-Scottsville had as much as an 8-point lead toward the end of the first quarter. They led 19-11 at one time.
Katie Murphy played more that half than she's played maybe any game all year. She played just under 10 minutes. And because of that foul trouble, it really forced her into that. We get the ball to start the second half, and hopefully we don't fall behind into a deficit like we did there in the first quarter and have to use pretty much the rest of the half to catch up.
Nets will start the second half. Gerald's, Varney, Strange, Atkinson, Elmore, Allen County-Scottsville, Morris, Nacer, Steenbergen, Berry, and Wright. Barren County moving from left to right here in the second half. Elmore off to Atkinson on the left wing. Atkinson putting down one dribble, turning, giving it in the high post. Gerald's over to Elmore. Fakes, trying to get around a defender, hooks it back out. Atkinson, free throw line, shot good.
Long time sitting because of those fouls, and you come right off the bench and knock down a 15-footer.
Barren County is taking the lead, 27-25. Here's Morris over to Wright. Back out to Morris. She'll give it to Nacer. Long distance three. Knocked the bottom out of it.
She's got both of them. They're 2 of 5.
Got that one almost from the edge of the S on the ACS logo.
That's the one thing she can do. You just got to make her give it up and guard the line against her.
Forward pass comes to Elmore on the right wing. Puts down one dribble. Hooks it back out front to Atkinson. In the middle to Gerald's. Turns and fires and misses. And rebound going to be off Steenbergen. Out of bounds to the Trojanettes underneath their basket.
So that against Glasgow, they made us a jump shooting team. And if those 15-footers are there, you got to take them and make them.
Gets it in play to Atkinson. Atkinson cross court over to Strange. Now here's Gerald's with it left of the lane. In the corner goes to Elmore. Elmore dribbles it out. And she'll circle all the way out with it. Sends it back left over to Atkinson. Three in the air. Good!
And Ashley off the
County back up by 2, 30-28. Here's Morris. Starting her move. Goes right side with it to Steenbergen. Steenbergen dribbles, lost it to Atkinson. Atkinson sends it down. Elmore goes under with a shot. No. Battle for the rebound. Taken out there by Wright. Jeanets need to get back on defense. Here's Nacer. It's the handle. Had to go chase it down. Trojanettes 30, Lady Patriots 28. Morris with a basketball. Top of the key.
She'll shoot that if you give her enough space.
Left side, Wright. Out top, Nacer fakes the three, drives in, throws it off the left side corner. Berry fires and misses. Rebound, whistle. Oh. Foul on Atkinson for coming over the back.
It's not the best call in the world.
That's her third, team's first of the third period.
She actually got undercut, and she went up and got the rebound as Gerald was blocking her man out.
So Lady Patriots will have the basketball underneath to the right as Steenbergen will toss it in. Gets it out to Morris. Morris working against Elmore, drives it in the lane, loses a handle. Gerald's got a hand on it. Here comes Elmore with it. Bounce pass led up to Varney. She loses it out of bounds. Too much on that one.
You got to catch it with two hands. You can't dribble catch it because when you swat at it, sometimes you're not going to corral it because it had so much air underneath it.
Comes to Nacer on the left side out front. Gives to Morris, left of the lane. Backs out behind the arc. Wants to drive with it. Goes to the basket. Whistle traveling on Morris. Tried to do too much with it.
You got her going to the left side, but you had somebody standing there in the way after she made her initial move.
Barren County's basketball, 5:35 to play here in the third period, leading Allen County-Scottsville 30-28.
3 turnovers. You haven't taken advantage of any of them yet.
ACS in the 2-3 zone. Here's Atkinson, has it swiped away. Nacer with it all the way to the bucket left side, lays it up and in.
That's the other thing she can do. If she swatted it away with the wrong hand, came across her body, we got to do a better job protecting that.
30-30, Atkinson right side. Dribbled it off her foot, and it's going to go back to the backcourt.
Turnovers in a row.
And Katie Murphy will check back in the Trojanette lineup for Ann Ashley Atkinson after she made both baskets here in the third quarter, but turned it over a couple of times. So hand it off to Nacer. Over to Morris on the left side. Still on the dribble. Trying to penetrate, can't go, gives to Nacer. Had it swatted away by Murphy out of bounds into the ACS bench. (30-30), 4:47 to play here in the third period. Morris with the basketball over to Steenbergen. Steenbergen. Guarded by Varney. Hooks it down underneath. Barry puts it up and in. There's 6 points. She only averages 1 point a game. ACS back on top, 32-30. Varney with it on the left side. Goes through the hands of Strange. I'm not sure if she wasn't looking for it or what. Then Murphy is going to be called with a block. And that's her second personal. Second foul of the quarter. Bragg checking in for the first time tonight for the Trojanettes. A 6-foot sophomore averaging 2.5 points a game. Comes in for Taylor Strange. We're down to 4:15 to play in the third. A 2-point lead for ACS. Side with it is Steenbergen. Steenbergen being chased out there by Varney. Goes in the corner. Morris, a 3. No, it's short. Comes in the hands of Varney. Varney trying to push it down the floor. Varney goes under. Had it poked away from behind and out of bounds.
To the goal, and most of the times the ones without the basketball are going to win.
Right side, feeds it right into Bragg, missing the shot, got her own rebound, put it back up again. Shot it too strong that time. Then it's Gerald's putting it up and in. Finally dropped through.
3 looks at it.
Yeah.
That's the third one.
2:32, Morris driving, collides. Oh, a blocking foul on Gerald's. She was standing still.
You're going to have an explanation to me on that one, Jay. Any reason why that is not a charge?
No. It's that one. Second one on Katie Gerald's, third on the Trojanettes. Yeah, I want to hear the explanation on that one. Free throw by Morris is good. Point number 17. So coach is not going to win an argument. Referee thinks they are right about it. So that's the call they make.
Said she was going up. She'd already started her move. This isn't college. That rule doesn't apply here in high school.
In the middle, turns, fires it off in the corner to Varney. Varney pulls up with an 8-footer, bounces off the rim, and they're going to say it's off Bragg and out of bounds. Down to 3:27 to play here in the third quarter. Barren County trailing 34-32. And Roy back in the game for ACS as Morris has the basketball. Gives it to Steenbergen. Back out to Nacer. Nacer curls, gives it to Roy, top of the key. Now Roy looking for Nacer. Throws it behind her out to Morris. Back to Steenbergen to the right side. Steenbergen trying to go against Varney. Takes it into the corner, reverses, spins around, gives it off to Nacer. Back out to Morris. 2:56 to play to third. Morris against Katie Elmore, getting the screen from Patrick. Here's the pass down to Patrick. And a whistle, what we got here? Traveling on Patrick.
They're trying to adjust. They know we're going to bring 2, but they have no way to just adjust on the fly when Morris has been, I'd say, 75% of their offense this year.
County down 2, 2:43 left in the third. Katie Murphy with the basketball against a 2-3 zone. Left side it goes to Elmore. Elmore sends it out to Bird. Back over to Murphy. Skip pass, Elmore. Didn't get the shot away. Oh, gives it out to Bird. Almost picked off by Nacer. They go in the middle. Bragg turns and fires and misses. Rebound Varney trying to go back up. They're going to call a jump ball.
Two terrible calls.
I'm not sure what he was going to. It should have been a foul right there.
Is he guessing or?
I don't know.
What?
Comes Morris with it. Morris driving and a whistle and a foul on Elmore. Third, team's fourth of the quarter. Barren with 4 fouls, ACS with 0.
There are a bunch of district games tonight. Why did we get this crew?
I don't know. No, there's not that many games going on. Warren East girls at Warren Central. That's it. I mean, that's the only one in the region going on. There's a pass down to Patrick. Steenbergen, top of the key, 3, knocks it down. Their only points of the basketball game. Allen County-Scottsville now has a 5-point lead, 2 minutes to play in the third. They try to force it down to Varney. It's out of bounds.
Timeout. Timeout here and completely reconfigure our lineup a little bit.
52 to play in the third quarter. It's Morris with the basketball. Backs away. Morris still on the dribble. Sends it off to Steenbergen on the right side. Back out to Morris. 1.5 minutes to go. Morris, spin move in the lane. Goes up in a crowd. Got it to go down. For Morris. Murphy for a 3. Got it. Need a few more of them. With a People's Bank 3-point shot. That's number 5 of the night for the Trojanettes. Cuts the lead down to 4 at 39-35.
Be honest with you, when I say reconfigure the lineup, here's what I mean. I would go with more of a defense-minded lineup because right now the possessions are not going to be that many more left in this basketball game. Allen County's doing everything they can to extend possessions, use clock, make this a game won in the 40s. We have to force the shots. We have to obviously get it out of Morris's hands. And if somebody hits a 3, whether it be Steenbergen or Nacer or whoever, you just say that's okay and get back and try to play. But right now we're very timid offensively as well, so we've got to get turnovers and score easily on transitions.
McFalls checked back in the Trojan lineup. Shelby Bird, Abby Varney, Taylor Strange, Katie Murphy on the court. With 1:15 to play here in the third quarter. 39-35, Allen County-Scottsville. Left side it comes to Nacer. Nacer sends it down in the corner to Roy. Back out now to Nacer. And Nacer putting down one dribble out to Morris. Morris whips it over now to Nacer. Nacer getting a screen, gets into a trap, bounces it off to Morris. Down in the corner now to Steenbergen. 48 seconds to play. Nacer, a 3-point shot. Good.
You can't leave her. Shooter open for their third 3 of the quarter.
And it is 42-35, Allen County-Scottsville. Shelby Bird on the right side. Down to Strange, flips it into Varney. Tried to go up with a shot between 3 defenders. A foul on the Lady Patriots. It will be on Morris, her second. First foul of the quarter against Allen County-Scottsville. Varney at the line, and she's 1 of 2 from the line. Has not scored here in the second half. 15 points in the first half. She makes the first one. 75% foul shooter on the season. Second shot of the way. Good again. 17 for Varney. 42-37. Trojanettes down by 5. 25 seconds to go here in the third period. Morris with it for ACS. Over to Steenbergen to the right side. Comes back over to Patrick. Now to Roy. She lost the handle. Loose ball to the floor. Tied up with McFall. And Barren County will get it with 13.3.
Been nice to grab that one. I know it ricocheted around, but it'd been nice to grab that one and save the arrow for the quarter. 13-3, and you got to use your possession.
Yeah. Varney over to Bird. Bird looking, cross-court pass to Murphy. Murphy back over to Bird, drives to the basket, throws it up, got it.
Pretty much at the horn to end the quarter.
So after 3, Trojanettes trail by 3. It's 42-39. Allen County-Scottsville on 104.7 The Score.
I really like the hands-on aspect because I have several students, particularly this year, being that we do have such large gaps from our COVID time, that are having some trouble with reading. They struggle to do that. So when we do the hands-on and they're able to see the models and to watch me do it, that is taken completely out of the equation, and it gives them the confidence to really shine and do all these smaller tasks.
Building that foundation of how students can use science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, making those connections with the classroom teachers and what they're doing in their classrooms as well. And you know, sometimes they don't have the time to do those project-based type things. In our STEAM lab, they're able to do that. And then also with our Project Lead the Way, students are really thinking about how to build and solve real-world problems, presented with scenarios, and then they have to problem solve and come up with solutions as a team. And so we're really excited about laying that foundation here at Temple Hill this year.
14 in the third period. It's 42-39. Lady Patriots, they hit 3 from behind the arc out of their 5 field goals in that third period.
Yeah, again, they shoot at a high clip. They shoot over 60% for the quarter.
And the ball got knocked loose by Atkinson, who checked back in, but retrieved by the Lady Patriots. Now, trap, they lob it to Nacer on the left side. Nacer now gets rid of it to Steenbergen. She's in a trap. Back out to Nacer. Nacer bounces back to Steenbergen, back to Nacer. Pass knocked away, stolen. Varney's got it. She's going to go all the way to the hoop, lays it up.
Be kind of baiting that pass. You want to get it back to Morris in their offense, and she just hung back enough where she knew she could go get it. 1-3-1 now in the half court.
Barren County back within 1. It's 42-41. Morris with it out, lobs it to Nacer. Goes off the leg of Murphy and out of bounds. They try to bounce it over to Steenbergen.
That 1-3-1, you make Morris give it up. You don't let her get it back at the top wing, but you got to be careful. They're kind of floating in behind you. Don't want to give up a layup either.
7:16 to go, 42-41. Allen County-Scottsville. Ball comes out to Morris. Morris lobs it over to Steenbergen, kicks it out around the perimeter to the right side. They lose it out of bounds. Try to throw it to right down to the baseline. Put too much on that one, and Barren County will get it with a chance to take the lead. Timeout by Coach Greg Dunn. The Lady Patriots. 7:07 to go in the basketball game. It's the Lady Patriots 42, the Trojanettes 41. This fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Allen County's 14th turnover. That matches ours at 14 apiece. And you make that block look like a place to pass it, and you get concerned, like, why are we leaving somebody open on the block? But you forget that pass has got to go all the way from really half court down to the block. That's an impossible pass you're going to make without somebody getting a hand on it. Even when they made it, it was a difficult pass. You've got somebody down there that averages less than a bucket a game trying to catch it and score it. So, you know, those are just chances you take when you go trap. Somebody's going to be open, and it always needs to be the furthest person from the ball because that's just something they want to do. You tempt them into making those bad passes. We get that turnover and a point-off turnover to pull it within 1.
This is WCDS, 1230 AM, 104.7 FM. The Score, Glasgow. Online at 104thescore.com and BC Live. Trojanettes down by 1. 7:07 to play.
Katie's played almost the whole half.
Yep.
I'm not sure she didn't start the half, but after she came in, I'm not sure she's been out. And
Katie Murphy brings it up. It's a 2-3 Lady Patriot zone. Left side, Atkinson. Cross-court pass, Varney. 17-footer. No. Rebound, Atkinson. Pulls it back out, gives to Gerald's in the corner. Back to Atkinson. Front Murphy in the middle to Elmore. Turns, gives it back to Murphy. Swings it to Atkinson for 3. It won't go. It's off high. Pulled down by Elmore. Ball gets knocked loose, and Steenbergen has it. Here comes Morris, racing down the floor, goes under. Oh, a collision. Oh, they're going to come a block. Another block. Katie Murphy taking the block.
See that when I had my head down writing some stuff down. The last one was really bad. I don't know if that was as much a charge.
Morris for 2 shots. The first one is good. She is 9 for 9 from the foul line.
She was there. She was there. And I don't know why. I don't know what the explanation was Piper got. Sorry.
Yeah. 4:41. Allen County-Scottsville with a 3-point lead. Elmore in the lane, trying to go up, scoops it up and in. Tough shot for Elmore.
Absolutely a tough shot and some patience because she kind of let the defense back off of her actually instead of come to her.
Yeah. Cross-court pass. Steenbergen pass was deflected. Murphy's got it off to Varney. Stops, puts, she gets fouled.
Good pass ahead by Murph. And that 1-3-1 is paying more dividends than it is allowing them to cash in.
And first foul of the fourth quarter. That's Steenbergen's second personal. Varney at the line, 3 of 4 tonight. First one is on the way, good. He has an even 20 points in this game, and we're tied at 44. Varney can give the Trojanettes the lead. If she connects, it's on the way, and it rims good.
A lot of energy to get back those 7 and now add 1 to it to outscore them by 8.
Steenbergen pass was deflected but caught by Morris. They give it over to Nacer. Nacer's in a trap back to Morris. Morris will dribble it back out. 5:50 to play. Lobs it up in the air. Nacer. Over it goes to Steenbergen. Cross back over. Knocked down by Varney on the cross-court pass. Then goes under. Puts it up and a foul.
Job. Those long looping passes are just too tempting for Allen County not to make. 3 turnovers, and we haven't played 2.5 minutes of this quarter.
Nacer commits her second personal. Ashley Atkinson. Free throw, good. 6 points all of the second half for the 5'8" sophomore. And it's 46-44 Barren County. One more for Atkinson. It's on the way, and it's good. 47-44 Trojanettes. 5:42 to go in the contest.
I don't know what the defensive stop numbers were that I referenced at the half, but from this point forward, we have to have more stops than they have.
Yeah. Here's Morris, top of the key, angles off to the left side, gives it to Nacer. She's in a trap, loses the handle, almost went back to back court. Now she's in a trap again. Pass was deflected. Atkinson almost grabbed it. And now Steenbergen for a 3, drains it.
She hit 2 3.
It up at 47. 2 threes for Steenbergen, 2 threes for Nacer here in the second half. 5:06 to play. Atkinson, cross-court pass. Varney, one dribble, trying to go up strong, has it blocked. Morris. Morris on the run, races to the basket, puts it up and in.
A tough missed layup and a made layup.
Varney on the left wing, 49-47. It's Lady Patriots pass. Girls with it, a turnover. ACS back the other way.
Maybe unnecessary there.
Morris is in a trap, needs help, and has to call a timeout here. Full timeout, 4:31 to play. It's Allen County-Scottsville 49, Barren County 47.
I think he's only got 1 left. I'm not 100% sure, but he's called some bailout timeouts for them, and he can't have very many left in his pocket. Still good. What were we up 3? They hit a 3. Creating separation. Allen County hits a 3. They have tonight them, which matches
the 1-3 in the district. 2 losses to Warren East, won by 1 point. Overtime the first time, then lost by 18 on Friday night. 62-44. They have a 5-point win over Glasgow.
And I misspoke earlier. Glasgow right now is the 4 seed. Allen's actually the 3.
Yeah, Allen's the 4 in the boys, but
right.
Yeah.
But they've got one more game to play. Allen and Glasgow have to play one more time, and that could be a split decision.
It could be interesting. Yep. Morris gives it over to Nacer. Nacer's in a trap. Back over to Morris on the left side. Steenbergen splits the defenders. The foul is going to be on Atkinson, and that is number 4. Second foul of this fourth quarter. Patrick, they give it out to Steenbergen. Back in the corner, Nacer. Bounce it out to Morris. Backs out of the dribble. It's in a double team. Floats it down to Roy. They float it over to Nacer. In the corner, Steenbergen fires up the 3. It's no good off the left side of the iron. Taken by Atkinson. Atkinson gets tripped up. Steenbergen. And team's third of the quarter. It's out to Murphy. Murphy over to Varney on the left side. Back to Murphy in the middle. It's Elmore. Flips up the shot. Good.
That's
off
tough.
the window.
Tough again.
2 tough shots by Katie Elmore.
It's almost the exact way she scored, off the hip.
49-49. Morris tried to dribble out of the trap. Finds Patrick underneath. Puts it up and in.
You got to go get that. You got to. We went right behind and just gave her the layup. You got to cut down and try to get that passing lane.
Elmore gets rid of it to Murphy. 51-49. Allen County-Scottsville. Cross-court pass. Varney fakes, drives in, splits the defenders, puts it up and in.
Like putting Elmore in the middle, and that creates a little bit more working space for everybody, including her.
Oh, what a push-off there. Murphy went to the deck on the forearm, and now we got an offensive foul called for the first time tonight. It's on Morris, her third. Fourth team foul of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, finally, right? Again, 3 minutes to go.
Katie Murphy brings it across. Right side, Bird. Back to Murphy. Swings it left to Varney. Back to Murphy, top of the circle. Back to Varney on the left wing. Back out front to Murphy. Sends it to Varney. Fakes, moves in, can't shoot. Gives to Elmore. Elmore drives in. Here's Bird out of the corner. Got it!
Yeah, I like that shot. That's a nerve-wracking shot from about 16.
County with a 53-51 lead. Nacer with a basketball bounces it out to Morris with 2:25 to play. Nacer, a 3, no good. Long rebound, chased down by Roy. Lady Patriots keep it alive. Steenbergen with it. Steenbergen in a trap, lobs it to Roy out of the corner. 3-point shot, way short, put up, no good by Patrick. Back up a Barney, and that's number 3.
That's not on Barney. It's going to put it on Elmore.
Did they? Okay.
3 on her anyway, or a 4.
Well, that's number 4 on Elmore.
You leave her. I don't think you do anything different. 2 minutes to go. You can't.
Patrick, a 55% foul shooter, but knocks down the first one. 3:52 Trojanettes. 2:08 to play in the ball game. Second shot for Patrick. It's also good. We're tied at 53. 2:08 to play. Barney has 23 points tonight for the Trojanettes. Bird for 3. (56-53) Trojanettes. A minute 52 to play. Steenbergen off to Morris. Morris over the left side. Nacer wide open. 3-point look is no good this time. Murphy with a rebound. Got a little nudge. Gets rid of it up to Elmore. Elmore driving, goes to the basket, scoops up the shot. It won't go. And whistle on the line.
Got a foul.
Was it a foul on number 30? I didn't even see that one.
I didn't. It was going to be their ball anyway.
Katie Gerald's.
It was going to be their ball because
they got tapped and Elmore was standing out of bounds.
Right. That's correct.
Down to the final 90 seconds. Barren County up by 3. Morris Gets rid of it over to Nacer. Nacer trying to dribble out of a trap. Goes to the right side, looks back left. Pass almost sailed over the head of Morris. She drives in, has a pass shot blocked out of bounds by Gerald's.
Couldn't tell if you wanted to call a foul.
Patriots wanted a foul. Yeah. They'll get it back. Morris on the left baseline to toss it in with 1:13 to play.
Watch her coming right back in.
Morris looking. And it went through the legs of Varney, taken by Elmore.
She tried to throw it off of her.
Tried to throw it off her legs. Elmore, right side, Bird. Bird pulls up, kicks it out to Murphy. 1 minute to play. In the corner, Varney with the basketball. Varney circles out with a timeout call. County has the basketball, leading 56-53.
Two timeouts left. They've got one. I think that's a good timeout by Piper. She initially called it because we were able to work it out and maybe set up some offense. Same time, you've got some young kids out there and you want to make sure Kobe's had two huge shots. We don't throw up something just unnecessary and give them a look at it. It's their last three, but they have made enough that clearly they could make one and put them right back in the game and tie it up. So this is important. At worst, you want to make them come and foul you. Both teams are in the penalty. We have the possession arrow.
Both teams 6 for 6 from the foul line in the second half.
The first half, right?
Yeah, we were 4 for 8. All right, Elmore looking. Lobs it cross court, and Varney trying to pull it away. Possession arrow will go back to Barren. They tried to go for a backdoor pass from out of bounds over here on the sideline, but
tried to go for the home run, didn't we?
Yeah.
That about struck out.
As Murphy will toss it in. Murphy gets it into Bird, out to Varney. And now Varney putting down the dribble. Varney dribbles to the left side. Gets rid of it to Bird. Bird on the left wing. She dribbles behind the back dribble. Drives. Gets cut off. Back out to Murphy. Now here's Gerald's with it. Lobs it back to Murphy. Back to Gerald's. Now Gerald's working to the right side of the floor. Finally a foul here with 36.4. And it will be a shooting foul because that is foul number 5 of the quarter. Katie Gerald's will be at the line to shoot 2. And the foul on Wright, her second. Big free throws right here. Katie Gerald's first free throw is good. And Barren County has a 4-point lead, 57-53. Gerald's back in the line for one more. Second shot on the way. Got it.
Well, you asked me if this would be another 35-point game, and that was the easiest question I've been asked all day.
Yeah.
No.
Got a foul on Shelby Bird.
Clearly, you don't want to put her at the free throw line. Almost
she's
automatic.
Yeah. She's 10 for 10 from the line. 58-53, Trojanettes, 32.6 to play. First one good for Morris.
Put their defensive unit back in. Doing a little sub-offense defense.
$25 points for Avery Morris, just a freshman. 58-54, 58-55.
Man full here. You got
one
two
possession
timeouts.
Game. Elmore gets it in play to Varney. Varney turns up court against Morris. Varney trying to get it across midcourt line off to Gerald's. Gerald's is going to be fouled again, this time by Wright. Her third. And Katie Gerald's will go back to the free throw line. 50. Trojanettes, 23.7 left. For 2. First one good. 7 of 7 at the line here in the fourth quarter. 9 for 9 in the second half. Vincent back in the game for the Trojanettes. Gerald's one more shot on the way. 2 strong. Rebound Steenbergen. 2-possession game. 20 seconds to play. They lob it to Steenbergen. 3 straight away. No good. Back to Steenbergen. Drives right side. Off the right side corner, it's Barry. It's at 59-57. Trojanettes with 8 seconds to play. Time by the Lady Patriots.
It's their last timeout. You know very easily they're going to come at you with all they got, and if not, if you are looking to turn it over, it gives them an opportunity to tie or win the basketball game with just under 10 seconds to go. So just draw up something. We're fortunate down here a while ago. We had the possession arrow on our attempted lob inbound class, so we gave that back to Allen.
No timeouts left. Trojanettes have.
Still drawing something up here in the huddle. We want to make sure we know, like you said, we have a timeout left if it gets to that situation.
Yeah. 8.1, Barren 59, Allen 57. Barren County's basketball, Varney will be the person to throw it in. Full court pressure by ACS. Varney looks, gives to Murphy out of bounds. Throws it back to Varney, almost had it tipped away, and they lose it out of bounds. Lady Patriots lost it out of bounds.
The first person to touch it is the call.
That's what the official was telling Coach Greg Dunn. She was standing out of bounds. Fans don't agree. It was on right in front of their fan section. So Barren will keep it with 5.2 left.
It's off there and all that little melee. Really fortunate. We threw Abby into a bad spot over in the deep. All she could do was either go ahead and carry it out of bounds and or try to save it. Really, what she did could have. Somebody probably leaking deep, but I would not throw that home run. I would just make sure to get it in right here in front of Elmore throwing it in.
Just try to stack it up. It's Elmore looking, gets it into Murphy, feeds it to Gerald's, and she's going to be trapped. And gets knocked to the floor with 2.7.
The other thing, Allen, no timeouts. So no matter what you do, they've catch it, 3 dribbles, shoot.
Gerald's 3 of 4. Missed her last free throw after hitting her first 3. 2 shots here. First one on the way, short off the front of the rim.
Get some kind of disruption. If she misses it again, tap it, tip it, but don't foul.
Gerald's puts it up, got it. We'll call for the timeout.
Yeah, Piper, I'm not sure I would have called that one. It's a 50-50 call. It's preference. It's kind of like if you're in this situation, it's kind of like preference. Do you foul and put them to the line and do not allow them to make a 3? You call timeout if you're going to go through some kind of strategy like that. With them not having a timeout, you almost, if you let them go ahead and just in some shot. But this allows them to draw something up, and if you're going to foul, 0.7 seconds, because that gets it into their end, gets you, a rebound opportunity, all those things. So see what we do.
Nets will apply some pressure here, but not on the throw-in. Steenbergen to toss it in. 2.7. Steenbergen looking, gets it in. And they're going to throw up a desperation pass, and the time goes off. The shot goes up no good anyway, and the Trojanettes survive it. 60-57 over Allen County-Scottsville, and there is a chance. There's a chance these two teams could play again in the first round of the district tournament.
On this floor.
On this floor. 60-57 the final score. Barren County wins it over Allen County-Scottsville to go to 5-1 in district play, 17-6 overall. And Allen County-Scottsville drops to 8-14 in the season, 1-4 in district play. They still have Glasgow to play one more time in regular season play. We'll come back and talk with Coach Piper Lindsay after this break on 104 The Score.
We start working all the way from kindergarten, and they start doing, if it's building the Three Little Pigs houses and they have to build something and test it and all of these sorts of things, they start that kind of problem solving skills really young. We do a lot of group work, so they have to collaborate, they have to learn how to work well together, how to compromise. It's been really cool kind of seeing them kind of come in to kind of get all kinds of things. And plus it kind of prepares them, it kind of shows them like different career options and a lot of things that they've never thought about before. And so when we're doing Project Lead the Way and we're studying engineering, we'll pull up scientists and we'll pull up astronauts, and we've watched some launches on TV and just stuff like that to kind of show them that there's kind of a big world out there and there's all kinds of places and things that they can do.
So this class is responsible for growing produce and flowers, hanging baskets, and different vegetables in our school greenhouse that we sell to the public. We also use the produce that's left over after our annual plant sale to grow here in our raised garden beds, and then we harvest that produce throughout the summer. And then all of that produce gets donated to the Barren County Reads and Feeds program here that we do within our school district.
Hey son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Here on their home court tonight, Coach Piper Lindsay with me now. Coach, we beat this team by 35. We knew we weren't going to beat them by 35 this time, but we didn't know it was going to be a nail-biter.
No, we didn't. And like you said, the first game we probably played one of the best games we played since that early in the year. But we made about every shot and they missed about every shot. Now, this time we didn't make shots early. We got down. I tell you, Morris is tough to guard. She's hard to guard. Really she's crafty. She gets to the rim. I thought our zone was really, really good there in the fourth quarter. Kind of made them. It got the ball out of her hands, and she couldn't get to the rim. And I thought that we did a really good job executing that 1-3-1.
You got down by 7 at the end of the first. Actually, we're down 8, 19-11. Cut it to 7. Got down by 7 in the second half. What kind of adjustment did you make to get back in it?
Well, just like you said, I mean, we had to get around. We were kind of passing the ball around too much. Had to get the ball to the middle. We were getting open looks. I thought Shelby had a big-time 3. Of course, McFall had some good minutes early as well. Can't forget to mention her. But I just think we did move the ball a little bit better, and I feel like our defense turned up. We got baskets with that as well.
And you had 5 threes tonight. No, you had 7. Let us see. 6.
6, yeah.
3 in the first half, 3 in the second half by 5 different players.
Wow, that's
5 different players make threes.
And that's what we know they can shoot the ball. It's just a matter of being shot ready. I think it was early. We did a good job of attacking and kicking. And again, having our feet ready, having our hands ready, it makes a world of a difference when you're ready to shoot the ball compared to when you're not.
Yep. There's a chance you could see this team again right here on this court, depending on the outcome of the district draw, because now we're tied with Warren East. They've got Glasgow still to play again.
Right.
So they could be a tie for 3rd if Glasgow were to beat.
Could be a double coin toss, right? Or a double flip. Yeah, but of course, I'm glad that we kind of did the best we could have gone as for sure 2 seed had we got beat. And, you know, we got to be ready to go. It doesn't matter who we play.
That is true. That is true. Well, it's a busy week for you.
Yeah.
And no rest for the weary. Tomorrow night, you got Franklin Simpson on the road, the #1 team in the 4th region, number 12 in the state this week. They're 22-1. They only lost to Boyd County. Cawthorn is a transfer from Russellville, and they've got some other players that are really good this year. What's it going to take for us? They've blown everybody out in the 4th region this year.
They have. Well, they pressure you so much, and they're really physical and athletic. And, you know, we've got to take care of the basketball. That's going to be #1. We've got to know where Cawthorn is. They've got a couple shooters. Savage, she can shoot it. You know, got to know where, got to locate where she is. But most of them, they want to attack the rim, and they score around the basket. Like I said, Cawthorn is going to have to be the main one. We got to make sure we try to shut down tomorrow.
Well, Coach, congratulations to you. We'll see you tomorrow night at Franklin.
All right, Jay. Thank you.
Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes surviving a 60-57 win over the Allen County-Scottsville Lady Patriots tonight here on their home court to go to 5-1 in district play, 17-6 overall. As we look at the report brought to you by CPC Commodities. Coach's comments brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy a meal today at Glasgow McDonald's on Smith Road. CPC Commodities, proven on our farm, made for yours. As the Trojanettes were down by 7 at the end of the first quarter, 19-12. It was tied at the half, 25-25, 42-39 after 3. Barren scores 21 points in the score 15. And for Allen County-Scottsville tonight, they were led by Avery Morris, 26 points. She had 16 in the first half, 10 in the second half. She was 12 of 12 from the foul line. 13 points for Aubrey Nacer. She knocked down 3 threes. 2 threes for Jaylee Steenbergen for 6. Deborah Patrick scored 4 on a field goal and 2 free throws. Clara Berry scored 8. Sarah Wright, Riley Roy did not score in this basketball game. Trojanettes tonight, 20 of 46 from the field. They hit 6 3-pointers. And it was 23 points for Abby Varney, the only starter that scored in double figures. Katie Murphy hit a 3. Abby Varney had 7, 8 field goals. 8 field goals, 2 of those were 3-pointers. She was 5 of 6 from the foul line. Katie Elmore scores 6, 2 field goals there in the 4th quarter. There were tough ones, 2 of 4 from the foul line. And 8 points for Katie Geralds. She came through, hit 4 of 6 from the foul line there in the 4th quarter and a field goal in the second half. She was the second leading scorer for the Trojanettes tonight. Taylor Strange, 3 on a field goal, 1 of 2 from the line. And Ashley Atkinson had 7 on a 3 of 2 and a couple of free throws. Shelby Bird also with 7 points, a 3-pointer and 2 twos. And Addison McFall had a 3-point shot. 5 different Trojanettes knocking down 1 from behind the arc.
You kind of few stats. We were 20 of 46 for 44% in the game. Allen 19 of 40, shot just a little bit better than us at 48. We made 6 threes, which matches our total earlier in the year. 15, we're 6 of 15. We haven't shot 15 threes in a long time, I don't feel like. But when you shoot it at 40%, you're okay shooting that many. And they went cold down the stretch. They missed their last 4 threes and shoot 5 of 15 for the game. And really the threes are what kind of, every time we'd get a little bit of separation, they'd hit a three. Couple of things to show you how close this game really was. Both teams had 16 points off turnovers. Both teams times they stopped us 30 times. So it's just to the Corvette, to their freshman who's 2 points away from 1,000. And said, you can do whatever you want in the offense, and everybody else just kind of feeds off her. They've kind of been a little bit better basketball team, and that score, when the time to Warren East kind of said, well, they're playing a lot better. I don't want to play them the first round of the district, but we're going to play as I'm
50-50 chance.
Yeah, we're going to play whoever's in front.
By Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris.
Yeah, we gave it to Abby the other night, or I'd probably give it to her tonight, but I'm going to give it to Gerald. You could go with Shelby, made a couple big buckets right there during the stretch. He made a 3 and a 2. You could say Ann Ashley come right in there after setting a long time in the first quarter, made a couple of big buckets. So just a lot of little contributions throughout the way. Abby led the way for us tonight, but we'll go with Katie Gerald tonight with those free throws to really ice it.
Yeah. All right, 60-57, the final score. Trojanettes win it over the Lady Patriots. We come back, we get ready for the Trojans and the Patriots. Coming up next on 104 The Score.
What I really like about with Project Lead the Way and with the STEAM content that I get to teach is it makes those real world connections. It's allowing kids to put their brain in action. It's not that, we're not at that time in the game where we're sitting and getting and taking notes and content. It's taking that content and applying it to real world selections. And that's what Project Lead the Way is allowing us to do and create those opportunities. Those students that you have in the classroom that may struggle with that reading and math are thriving with this content because they're able to put solutions to problems and fix things that they wouldn't necessarily get in a normal math or reading classroom.
Just being able to figure out what didn't work and how to make it work and how to work through that process just in itself for you as a person is important, but also it builds those skills that are going to be necessary for each grade that follows us.
At the culmination of our pathways, students have the opportunity to go out into the community and to be able to co-op. It's through these experiences that kids get real life experience. They get to practice the skills that they learn in the class hands-on.
I'm working here at Commonwealth Broadcasting Corporation and it's just really awesome. I get to do lots of cool stuff like write commercials. I've voiced a couple commercials and I just kind of help out with whatever anybody needs. My favorite part is getting to meet all the different kinds of people and also just getting opportunities like this co-op. It's really just been a wonderful learning experience.
Favorite part is just being able, instead of being in a classroom where you have to sit all day, you're doing your own work for something that you're actually interested in. I would recommend this course to other students just because it'll let them know if they would like to do this for a career.
Buckingham's Trojans coming to tonight's district game at 14-7 overall, 4-1 in District 15, while Coach Casey Napier's Allen County-Scottsville Patriots are just 2-20 on the season, 0-4 in district play. ACS losing to district opponent Warren East on Friday night, 77-54, and Logan County in overtime on Saturday night, 60-51. In the early on December the 15th, in which the Trojans won handily 66-38, Barren 27 of 63 from the field for 43%. They hit 11 threes and grabbed 40 rebounds. Tate Spillman led 4 Trojans in double figures with 21 points. Bray Bewley scored 12. William Compton had 11, and Graham Hall pulled down 11 rebounds in that game. Robert Robledo had 16 for the Patriots. ACS shot 13 of 35 for 37%, 3 of 11 from behind the arc. The Patriots only had 16 rebounds in that game. Barren County has won 6 in a row against Allen County-Scottsville in 7 of the last 8. ACS last win over Barren County came on March 17, 2021, the COVID year, 57-48 of the 15th District Championship game. Barren County is ranked 5th in Region 4 this week, while Allen County-Scottsville is ranked last of the 17 teams in the region. The Trojans are a 25-point. Really should have no trouble, but you can't overlook the Patriots, especially on their home floor, and this is where the Trojans and Patriots will more than likely, Robert, see each other again in about 3 weeks in the 15th District Tournament.
Yeah, the first game was just an appalling, really, to be honest with you. We shot as many threes. 30 more shot attempts. I mean, it was just a complete the matchup that we had. So you expect a little bit bigger fight, but at the same time, they haven't won a game this year. So 24, they're yet to win a game. So, really struggling basketball team. Only one kid in double figures for them. The raw average is over 10 a game. So should be one of those games to kind of get back on track. Simpson's a really good boys basketball team. Should be a good game. Some of us need to get back on track shooting the basketball Saturday, but we've got to get a couple of kids some shots tonight. Coming up.
Trojans are 4-1 in district play, 2 wins over Warren East by 22 and by 5. They split with Glasgow, winning the first time by 13, but then losing by 15 at Glasgow. 56-38 with the Patriots at Bobby Steenberg in court. Warren East is 4-2, Glasgow 2-4, Allen County-Scottsville 0-4. The 2 losses to Warren East by 19 and by 23. They lost to Glasgow by 9. 42-33. Of course, Barren by 28. Top 5 in the region this week: Bowling Green, Warren Central, Franklin Simpson moved up to 3rd in the Cantrell ratings. Warren East 4 and Barren County 5. Only 2 points separating Franklin Simpson, Warren East, and Barren County. In the Bowling Green Daily News Prep poll today, Bowling Green, Warren Central, Warren East, Barren County, and Clinton County came in at number 5 in the poll. 6 games over the next 9 days for the Trojans. Busy time.
On the road.
Most of them.
I'm kidding, but
Sure, that's for sure.
It feels like we've had every game on the road. We're rebuilding our gym or something. When we
to help finance a major expenditure such as an education, home remodel,
Fellow Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Medical Detectives is part of the Project Lead the Way curriculum, a feeder to the Biomed program at the high school. One of the things that I really enjoy about this class is that it does expose the students to a number of different medical careers and give them ideas that there are numerous potential career opportunities for somebody in the medical field.
I would definitely recommend the class for someone who has interest in medical sciences, and you'll learn a lot about the brain, vital signs, and just all around a lot about science.
classes that we're offering here with Project Lead the Way, it allows them to have those real world problems where they're able to connect with each other, connect across soft skills that they're able to develop and work through those problems together. And so within our school, within our district, we provide lots of different opportunities for students to learn, to grow, and so that's what our goal here is at Barren County Middle School, is to empower students through our learning opportunities.
It's not about having kids know content knowledge, like, hey, I memorized this order of things, or I know that. It's actually basically like a knowledge acquisition process. Do I know how to get knowledge? Do I know how to research? What's my question? How do I know when I've learned this? How do I know when I'm ready to go to the next thing? So for them in the STEAM process, what we look at is, what's our question first? What are we trying to accomplish? What's our goal when it's all said and done? I try to have models for the kids. We discuss things. We look at examples from the real world, and ultimately in the end, they have to figure out the engineering process for themselves. I'll provide them with materials. I'll provide them with instruction, even some direction, but ultimately in the end, they have to build these things, and that's the kind of real world stuff they're going to have to work through. That stuff will take them far beyond what they learn here. It's all about trying things, taking risk, and then applying what you've learned in a classroom to what you do in life, and then being able to develop techniques that you can use outside these walls. And a half points a game. Robert Robledo, number 14, a 5'11 junior, averages 8.5. Tyler Turner, number 21, a 6-foot sophomore, averages 5.5 points and 4 rebounds. Blaine Tracy, number 33, 6'4 senior, 2.5 points, 6.5 boards. And Isaac Garrett, number 12, a 6-foot senior, 4 points a game. So they're going to start 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore tonight for the Patriots. Warren Cunningham in his 16th season as the head coach of the Barren County Trojans. His assistant coaches Matt Gardner, Jared Browning, Gavin Withrow. They're 14-7 on the year, 4-1 in district play. And Tate Spillman, number 5, 6-foot junior, 15.8 points a game. Bray Bewley, number 3, a 6-foot junior, 9 points and 4 rebounds. Waylon Clements, number 33, 6-foot junior, 6.5 points a game. Mason Bunch, number 4, 6'4 senior, 7.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. Graham, 6'5 senior, 8.2 points, 6.2 rebounds. He wears number 10. Trojans are down to our right. Black uniforms tonight with burgundy numbers and letters outlined in gold trim. And the Patriots down to our left in their home white uniforms, blue numbers and lettering, and trimmed in red. The officials are the same 3 we had in the girls' game. Barry Vincent, Chris Reeder, John McMillan. Sponsored by Monticello Banking Company, in supporter of Barren County basketball, as we get set for the Farmers RACC Jackie Browning Memorial opening tip-off. Our first quarter of action tonight brought to you by German American Bank, supporting the communities we serve and believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. 15th District Tournament here at Allen County-Scottsville starts 3 weeks from tonight.
Have to bring a chair or cushion or something up here where we are. So. Different setup, but it's a little higher up than we normally are.
Usually we're right behind the scorers table, about a row up. Now we're all at the top.
Do something different. You said their first 2 nights are double headers. We haven't done that in I don't know when. I can't remember, actually.
Tracy for Allen County-Scottsville. Graham Hall for Barren. Barry Vincent tossed it up, and Barren County will control it as Bray Bewley will set things up. He's guarded by Chase Ross. Out to Budge, back to Bewley. Left side it comes to Spillman. Spillman looking right, trying to go inside there to Hall. Shovels it out to Clemens. Left of the lane, goes under, flips it up, and it's no good. Hall, the offensive rebound. Sends it back out to Bewley. Bewley penetrating the lane, hooks it back over the right side. It's Graham Hall with a spin move, up with a shot. Good off the window.
Graham rewarded for going to get that offensive rebound. Huge size advantage in this game.
So a nice Lee Peoples Bank shot there for Graham Hall. 2-0. Trojans lead the basketball game. Garrett gets rid of the basketball to Turner. Turner on the left side to Robledo. He'll come right. Looking back left. Gives to Turner on the left wing. And Turner wants to make a move on Clemens. Gets rid of it to Ross. Ross into the key. Down in the lane now. Working against Spillman. Ooh, it's going to be an offensive foul on Ross. Lowered the shoulder into Tate Spillman.
Just kept nudging and kept nudging and nudging, and Tate lined it up, so he got hit square in the sternum.
Barren County will get the basketball. Clemens will send it in to Bewley. As Ross meets Bewley at midcourt. Bounce pass high post left. Goes to Bunch. Had it taken away from him by Turner. And he'll send it off to Robledo out front. Crossover to the right. Spins back left. Goes in the lane. Puts up the shot. Partially blocked, but a foul. It's in Bunch. Send Robledo to the foul line. Is a 68% foul shooter on the season. Just a 2 on the way. No good. Off the front of the rim. This one's on the way, and it's too strong. Rebound to Clemens. Right side. Back left comes to Bunch. Out top, Bewley. Spillman setting the screen. Gives it to Spillman, top of the key. Spillman goes left side over to Bunch. Hall's posted down low, but they've got him hooked down there. Clemens penetrating the lane, shovels it off. Baseline shot by Hall. No. Rebound taken down by Garrett. Robledo with it for the Patriots. Sends it off to Turner. To the right side now. Hands it off to Ross. Deep on the right wing. Now Ross, bounce pass. The high post there to Tracy. Tracy gets rid of it back to Ross. Curls around in the lane. Jump pass back to the right side to Robledo. Robledo, crossover move against Bewley. He may have walked. And there it is, the signal from the official. Casey Napier is going to bring in number 10, Blaine Moore, 6'2 senior, as he'll come in for Garrett. 2-0, Trojans lead it. Played just over 2 minutes of the opening quarter. Penetrating to the free throw line. Spillman thought about the three, drives right of the lane. Gets rid of it off to Clemens. Left side, he goes to Bewley. Gives it to Punch. Left wing three. No good. Crashing aboard. Tate Spillman takes it out to the right corner. Fires it up. It won't go. Turner with a rebound for ACS. Long pass down the left side. It goes to Moore. Moore cut off at a baseline. Sends it back out to Robledo. He'll give it to Ross. And Ross trying to make a move on Spillman. Spin move. Fade away. Jump shot short. Coming up with it is Bunch. He'll give it off to Spillman. Spillman picks up his dribble. Out to Clemens. Top of the key. Back right side, it goes to Spillman. He was supposed to drive. His defender fell down, which is Ross. Out of the corner, Spillman fires a shot. May have got partially blocked. Long rebound taken by Ross. Chasing it down to the right side. Throws it behind him. Robledo with it on the right wing. Here's Turner with it. Left of the lane. Pulls up. 15-footer. Good. It's going to count and a foul. Bewley. So Turner, who averages 5.5 points a game, is a 57.5% foul shooter on the season. Puts up the shot, it's good. So he makes an old-fashioned three-point play. It's Allen County-Scottsville's first points. Ball is poked away, hit the official. The Trojanettes came right back with it. It's left side over to Bewley. Down low is Hall, posted up. And gives it back out to Spillman. Spillman goes right side with it to Clemens. Off to Bewley, halfway to the corner. Hall with it on the left side. Bunch. Gives to Spillman on the wing. Out top, Bewley. Penetrating left side. In the corner goes to Spillman. Back out to Bewley. Diagonal pass right side with a Hall. Right of the lane. Out to Clemens. Clemens wants to penetrate down the lane. Up with the left hand. Puts it up and in. Only 4-3. Turner out to Moore. On the dribble, looking, goes down to the corner to Ross. Now Ross bounces it back out to Moore. He's in a trap, gives Robledo. He'll fire up a long three. Swish. That's his 27th three-point shot of the year. 6-4, the Patriots lead it. Clemens with the basketball. Clemens bounce pass down low. Bunch right block, puts it up, partially blocked. Tapped out, still tapped out. Turner comes up with the ball. And we're going to get a foul on Mason Bunch, and that's going to be his second. Team's third of the quarter.
one of those where you can't dribble because the defense is getting closer and closer to collapsing on you. You just got to catch it and kind of throw up that half hook and go.
Now the corner, Robledo 3, it won't go. And Cade Hardy with a rebound, a 5'11 sophomore averaging 4.6 points a game. Has it for the Trojans in the corner wheel. Compton a 3. It rattles and stays in.
Compton's one of those that we kind of need to see the ball go through the rim, or he needs it more than we do, but we love to see it, obviously.
That's number 51 from behind the arc of the year for William Compton, the 6'3 senior, averaging 8.2 points a game. Ross trying to penetrate, trying to work against Spillman. And now it gets cut off. Has to give it to Turner for a three-point try way off the mark. Loose ball picked up by Tracy. Now the baseline is Moore. They hook it back to Turner after Robledo. Long 3. Good. Robledo. 9-7. The Patriots lead it here with 2:36 to play in the first quarter.
We don't have a ton of people to guard, but we got to find them.
Clemens out top. Hall. Almost knocked away. Robledo really putting the pressure on Spillman. He's going to drive. Puts up the shot over his defender and banked it in. Got it over Tracy. 9. 1-2-2. Half-court trap. Robledo down to the corner. They go down low and a foul on Hall. So they threw it down to Tracy. Hall's first. 4th foul on the Trojans here in the first period. Gavin Nunn, a 6'5 sophomore, checks in along with Jackson Reese, a 5'11 junior, in for the Trojans right now. So Spillman is the only starter on the court right now for Barren County. As Turner will toss it in. Comes off to Tracy, left of the lane. Out to Moore. We'll give it out to Ross. 2:05 to go in the quarter. We're tied at 9. Tracy turning, looking, giving it to Ross. Has an open look at a three-point shot. He knocks the bottom out of it. 3 of their 4 field goals have been from behind the arc. Patriots lead at 12-9. And it comes to Hardy. Down a minute 42 to play. Diagonal pass over the right side as Jackson Reese up the baseline, falls down, gave it to Nunn, and he put it in. Good. Patriots lead it by 1. A minute 28 to play here in the first. As Turner goes in the corner to Moore. Back out to Turner. Turner gives it to Ross. Ross out top. Ross gives it back to Turner. Turner, jumper, 15, got it. It's his 5th point of the basketball game, and it's 14-11. Jackson Reese thought about the 3. That dribbles, gives it to Compton for 3. It is off high. Get the support. It's going to be out of bounds to the Patriots.
And he's already got as many threes in this first quarter as they made the whole first matchup.
It's a new player in the ball game, Deontay Granger, a 6'1 sophomore. Turner with it against Jackson Reese. Bounces it off to Ross. Ball almost picked up by Hardy. Turner out to Granger. Granger sends it back out front to Ross with 40 seconds to play here in the quarter. It's defended by Tate Spillman. Hands it off to Moore. Back to Ross in front of the Barren County bench. Goes in the corner to Tracy. Throws it way back out front now to Moore. Down to 19 seconds to play in the quarter. Flips it behind him to Turner. Turner takes it to the right side. Cuts back left. Sends it back over to Moore for a three-point shot. Almost banked it in. Comes off to Compton. Still got some time here. Compton throws it behind him. It's Cade Hardy. Hardy down to 2. Down to 1. Throws it up in the lane. No good. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Patriots have a 14-11 lead over Barren County. We'll come back with the second quarter after this break. Trojan basketball on 104.7 The Score.
I'm super proud of what we've been able to build in the last few years in our program. Our goal has always been to set students up for success. But what this does is I think it is a game changer because it creates that next step of connections for students to what we're doing in the curriculum and allows them to really see hands-on what nobody else gets to see.
I've absolutely loved the past 4 years being in biomed. I have got so many wonderful opportunities and has prepared me so much for my future.
I really feel like our rigorous curriculum really prepares them for med school, physical therapy school, pretty much any graduate medical degree. Our table is a great asset. It's really just a really good supplement to help their learning.
Barren County High School is very fortunate to offer multiple career pathways. The biomedical pathway is just one of those, but our focus is always to have students hands-on experience that prepare them directly for the career that they're going to have when they graduate.
Here in Scottsville, the Trojans trailing the Patriots 14-11. Ross hands it off to Turner. Turner back over the right side now to Moore. Moore bounces it down low to Tracy. Broke it up in there by Spillman and out of bounds. Ray Bewley checking back into the Trojan lineup. Mason Punch is on the bench with 2 fouls that occurred in the first quarter. Moore having some trouble. Finally gets into Turner. Bounces off to Ross. Ross trying to make a move on Bewley. Drives, goes to the basket, puts it up short. Trying to get his own rebound. Does. Gets out of trouble. Brings it back out to the right wing. Yeah.
They got more threes than we do. And, not force them into very many turnovers.
Moore. Puts it off right corner. Granger going up the baseline against Hardy. Gets cut off. Throws it way back out front to Ross. On the dribble against Bewley. Trying to take him one-on-one. Drives right side. Puts it up. It's good.
Back over his shoulder.
Second field goal for Chase Ross, and it's a 5-point Patriot lead. Jackson Reese, as Ross tried to swipe it away, diving to the floor. Gives it over to Reese. Reese curling around. Free throw line. Had an open look, didn't take it. Gives it to Compton. Got none posted down low. They throw it back out front to Hardy. Back to Compton for the 3-ball. It is no good. And Reese got pushed underneath the basket, but no call.
Pretty obvious.
Here's Ross with a spin move in the lane off the Turner. Right wing 3. In and out. Ball slapped out. Hardy's got it for the Trojans. And then Granger picks his pocket, steals it, goes in for the layup. Good. 15-11, Allen County-Scottsville. Reese, elbow shot. Good. Got that one over the outstretched arms of Granger. Jackson Reese. And timeout called by ACS. It'll be a full timeout with 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. It's lead at 18-13.
You call timeout there? I have no idea. It's 2 minutes into the quarter. You got a 5-point lead. Their girls called some timeouts. I don't really know why they called either. And then they end up at the end of the game out of timeout. I know you can't change them in for a couple of McDonald's, but at the same time, really and not really have any left in your pocket to strategize down the stretch. Saying we that with themselves that they've given up some shots, that Allen's made some shots. In some ways, they're running around like chickens with their head cut off, just chasing the basketball, and we turned it over to them, and they've got us down. They scored half as many points with as they did the whole game the other night, or back in December. So they've shot it well. They're over 50% for the game. We can't let that continue. If we do, it'll be a game.
3 weeks from tonight or tomorrow night, the Trojans will face these Patriots right back here again. They have a 5-point Turner driving, losing the handle against Spillman. It goes out of bounds.
Just beat him up, stayed in front of him. You don't have to do anything fancy against them. You just have to play solid defense and make them work for everything.
Tate Spillman with it for the Trojans. Crosses the midcourt line, sends it off to Clemens to the right. He's covered up by Granger. Curls around top of the key, looking for help. Bounces it out to Spillman. Now Spillman gets rid of the basketball to Reese on the left side. Bounces down low, whistle, foul. It's on number 12, that's Garrett. First foul of the second quarter. Spillman down the lane, puts it up, he missed it. They've got fouled. Swiped away by Jackson Reese. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Robledo went to the deck. This is first, Barron's first of the quarter. Patriot basketball as Moore will toss it in. Comes out to Turner. Turner with a dribble against Spillman. Gets rid of the basketball over to Moore. Moore gets toward the top of the key. He loses the handle, and then Clemens made a dive for it. Before, I don't know if they thought maybe one of his teammates touched it, but yeah, it does go back to ACS. The official pointed the other way.
Yeah, he just messed up.
Ross, spin move, pump fake, goes up. No, but a foul. It's on Tate Spillman. His first, team second of the quarter. Toss it in. Comes out to Moore. He'll send it to Ross. Ross. There's almost a moving screen there, and he walked. Moore. Up to the right side. Sends it back out front to Robledo. Robledo looking left, going back right, driving right of the lane. Throws it up in the lane. He walked, but got the shot to go down. Points for Robledo, and it's 20-13, Allen County-Scottsville. 4.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Jackson Reese bounces down low. Hall turns, kicks it off baseline. Clemens, no. Hall grabs the offensive board, bounces back to Clemens. Little head fake and a foul. He tried to drive against Granger, blocking foul. That'll be number 1 on him and number 2 on the Patriots here in the quarter.
We got 2 points. We're approaching the 4-minute mark, halfway point of this quarter.
Bewley will toss it in. Bewley, left baseline, floats it out to Hardy. Got Ross guarding him. Hardy, left side, Bewley. Bewley covered up by Granger, really putting the pressure on him. There's a reach in on Granger. Second, team's third. Bewley will toss it in, floats it into Hall. Sends it back to Bewley. Bounces down the Hall, inside, goes up for the shot. It's no good, but a foul. Put it on Garrett, his second. Team's 4th of the quarter. Graham Hall, 64% foul shooter of the year for the Trojans. First of 2 on the way, and rattles and stays in. Team. CS has had the lead the entire half. We throw, too strong. Ball's tapped out, grabbed by Hall. Hardy for a long 3. Banked it in.
Well, Cade's got to get one to go, just like Compton, one way or the other. Open extra late tonight.
We'll give up for the People's Bank shot. And a 3-pointer. 20-17. Barren back within 3. Robledo with it out front. Over the right side, it's Ross. He's driving against Bewley. Leans in for the shot. He put it up, no good. Got his own rebound. Tried to go back up, and he's fouled. Picks up his first. It's number 3 on the Trojans. Ross at the line, a 56% foul shooter. A couple of field goals tonight, a 3 and a 2. First one is good. Scoring the team averaging 10.5. Ranger checks out for ACS. Turner comes in to replace him. 21-17 Patriots. 3:28 to go in the first half. Second shot is too strong, and Bewley with a rebound, but a foul on somebody.
Graham blocked 33 there.
Tracy. Five fouls. Up.
That's as much their.
I'm telling you.
That's as much their kind of clock keeper and so forth that is the officials too, though.
Graham Hall at the line to shoot two. To his last trip. Shot goes up, good. 21-18, Patriots lead it by 3. Rims out. Tracy with a rebound for the Patriots. Turner with a basketball. Turner. In the corner, he is trapped. That's Moore. Shoot it out to Turner, now Robledo. Side, Ross curls into the lane, throws up a one-handed shot, good. With 8. 23-18, Patriots lead it. Hardy, long range right. Goes out, sends it straight away to Spillman.
On 3-2 zone.
To Bewley. Back over to Hardy. Back to Bewley. Penetrating in the corner. Spillman, the three ball, and bounces high off the rim. Goes right to Bewley underneath. In trouble. Throws it way back out front to Hardy. 2.5 minutes to play. Barren down by 5 against the worst team in the 4th region. Bewley over to Hardy. He'll launch it. 3. Yes!
Same spot he beat by earlier. He's got 2 threes this quarter.
And it's 23-21. Ross with it on the right side. Ross making a move on Spillman. Gives rid of it over to Turner. Curls out to the top. 17-footer off balance. Good.
And they somehow found their rabbit's foot over the weekend here.
Apparently. 5-21, Patriots lead it. 1:48 to play before halftime. Hardy, Bewley in the corner. Spillman launches it up for 3. It's in there.
You got 3.
5-24. Patriots with a 1-point lead. Turner in the middle. Ross gets surrounded, falls down. They're going to call a foul on Spillman. It's on Bewley. His second. 4 fouls on the Trojans here in the quarter.
I'm not sure how that was on Brave. Dave was the one laying on the floor.
Yeah.
He changed it there. Yeah.
Did he change it?
Yeah, it's on tape.
24 to play before halftime. A 1-point lead for the Patriots. Turner in the corner. Robledo going up the baseline. He walked, reversed it up and in somehow. Flipped up over his shoulder. It's 27-24. Allen County-Scottsville. Bewley on the right side. Down to play. Here's Clemens. Kicks it over the right side to Compton. Compton back out to Bewley. Gives to Hall out top. Now gives to Bewley. 58 seconds to play here in the half.
It's never got to go in this half, have we?
Bewley's going to fire 3. No. Hall the offensive board. Hardy for 3. Bingo! Yeah. .27 with 40 seconds to play here in the first half.
He's got a third of our points, doesn't he?
Yeah. Robledo. Double. And a timeout. 27 with 32 seconds to go here in the first half. Barren County came in as a 25-point favorite. They won by 28 the first time.
We're not ahead, but at least we're not trailing by as many as 7 like we were.
That's right. So, Trojanettes squeaked past ACS in the girls' game, 60-57. The 5 field goals behind the arc, 3 of them coming from Cade Hardy.
Being physical, they're being disruptive, and they're really kind of playing with nothing to lose type mentality. But in some ways that this is a tied game at the half, because in a couple weeks I don't want our boys coming in here thinking, hey, we beat them easily
well, that's
twice.
True. That's a good mindset to have.
So this is just a wake-up call. Maybe we can carry over to the rest of this week and the rest of the season.
Robledo sends it down the corner to Moore. Back to Robledo. Diagonal pass goes to Tracy. Had to go up high to reach that one. Comes back out to Ross. He'll give it to Robledo. 12 seconds to go in the half. Gets rid of it to Turner. 8 seconds left. Turner driving in the corner. Ross fakes a 3, goes up the baseline. They're going to have an offensive foul.
Oh, and he did a pirouette and turned sideways. That was not the most yards in the world.
No. It's going to be the second foul on Ross. 2.
Going towards our bucket or throw it up to Graham in the middle.
Comes into Bewley. Bewley's going to have to hurry. Mid-court shot going up. Almost went in, and we're going to have a foul.
Yeah. He fouled him, and he almost did it for mid-court.
Hit the left side of the rim. The foul will be on Granger, his 3rd. As time expires, and Bray Bewley will stand all alone at the free throw line. He is 29 of 35 on the season. That's 83%. First one is good.
So there's no need for anybody really to be on the floor.
No. Already. Second shot good. He'll have one more. It's up short. But Barren County will take the lead in the locker room, 29-27 over Allen County-Scottsville. We'll return with halftime brought to you by Extreme Cheer following this timeout as you're following the Trojans on 104 The Score.
I really like the hands-on aspect because I have several students, particularly this year, being that we do have such large gaps from our COVID time, that are having some trouble with reading. They struggle to do that. So when we do the hands-on and they're able to see the models and to watch me do it and do it, that is taken completely out of the equation, and it gives them the confidence to really shine and do all these smaller tasks.
Building that foundation of how students can use science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, making those connections with the classroom teachers and what they're doing in their classrooms as well. And you know, sometimes they don't have the time to do those project-based type things. In our STEAM lab, they're able to do that. And then also with our Project Lead the Way, students are really thinking about how to build and solve real-world problems, presented with scenarios, and then they have to problem solve and come up with solutions as a team. And so we're really excited about laying that foundation here at Temple Hill this year.
We start working all the way from kindergarten, and they start doing, if it's building the 3 Little Pigs houses and they have to build something and test it and all of these sorts of things, they start that kind of problem solving skills really young. We do a lot of group work, so they have to collaborate, they have to learn how to work well together, how to compromise. It's been really cool kind of seeing them kind of come in to kind of get all kinds of things. And plus it kind of prepares them, it kind of shows them like different career options and a lot of things that they've never thought about before. And so when we're doing Project Lead the Way and we're studying engineering, we'll pull up scientists and we'll pull up astronauts, and we've watched some launches on TV and just stuff like that to kind of show them that there's kind of a big world out there and there's all kinds of places and things that they can do.
minutes. Trojans trail 13-11, but outscored ACS 18-13 in the second period of play. Here on the Extreme Cheer halftime report, Allen County-Scottsville had 11 field goals in the first half. 3 of those were three-pointers, all made in the first quarter. They were 2 of 5 from the foul line. Robert Robledo leading the Patriots. Baskets, 2 of those three-point shots. He was 0 for 2 from the foul line. Chase Ross with 8 points in the first half, a 3, a couple of 2s, and 1 of 2 from the foul line. 7 points for Tyler Turner on 3 baskets and 1 free throw. And a 2-point basket from Deontay Granger. For the Trojans in the first half, 1 fewer field goal than the Patriots. 10 field goals, half of those were three-point shots, though. And they were 4 of 7 from the charity stripe. Cade Hardy comes off the bench and knocks down 3 threes in the second quarter to lead the Trojans in scoring with 9 points. Tate Spillman with a 3 and a 2 for 5. 4 points. Graham Hall, a field goal, 2 of 4 from the foul line. A 3-point basket from William Compton. 3 throws for Bray Bewley for 2 points. Waylon Clemens with 2 points. And Jackson Reese with a field goal for 2. Gavin Nunn also hit a field goal back in the first quarter for his 2 points. Mason Bunch went out early in foul trouble with a couple of fouls. He did not score in the first half.
Best field goal than Allen County did there in the first half. We were 10 of 23 for 43%. Half of our field goals. So we were 5-11 for 45%. We actually shot better from 3. Fire in the first half. They were 11 of 8. Of 9 in the second. 61%. They hit half of the over 4. Part of the reason they've been able to stay in the game is a little 1-2-2. You may see some different things, but again, this is the team you're going to see in the first round of the district. So you don't want to get too crazy. Go out there and see if you can outplay them here in the second half, and you're a better basketball team, so you should be able to do that. Nothing else really stands out besides we've outscored them 16-2 in bench points, and obviously you mentioned Cade is part of that reason. He's got 9 of our 16 points off the bench. Second effort points, we out-rebounded them just on the offensive glass 6-3, and we have 12 second chance points compared to just 6 for Allen County. Rebounds overall are tied. The one stat that goes in Allen's favor for sure is that they had the largest lead of the half at 7. But in some ways that doesn't really matter because we've been able to come all the way back and erase that. Bray gave us those 2 free throws to actually take the halftime lead, albeit just, I think it's fair to say, not a well-played for the Trojans. 15 points a quarter essentially is not terrible offense. That's all puts you right at 60. But at the same time, you can't give up 27 to a team to 38 in your first meeting. So we've got to turn it up defensively. We got to shut down their main players, and obviously Ross is their guy. And Robledo is right behind him. So they've got 18 of 7.
Yeah, a team that don't average 40 points a game. They give up 64. They've made 100 3-point shots this year. And from the line, Barren County has made 100 threes this year, averaging 9 per game. And they have 5 in this one in the first half. So on target to hopefully get another 5 more or even more in the second half of play. Of course, in the last game, the Trojans hit 11 out of 35 attempts from behind the arc and shot 43% from the field in that game. 29-27. And we look at the foul situation. Chase Ross picked up 2. Isaac Garrett had 2. Deontay Ranger picked up 3 fouls in the first half for the Patriots. For the Trojans, Tate Spillman with 2, Mason Bunch with 2. Trojanettes winning earlier, as we mentioned, 60-57. It was a tough one. Trojanettes winning time top honors in the district at 5-1. And Allen County-Scottsville before we head it. Here's WCDS 1230 AM, 104.7 FM The Score. Glasgow online 104thescore.com and BC Live. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Axe is our producer tonight. Back to the 104 The Score studios. And we RACC, Jackie Browning Memorial second half and third quarter brought to you by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. Third, it's the Trojans 29, the Patriots 27. 104 The Score.
So this class is responsible for growing produce and flowers, hanging baskets, and different vegetables in our school greenhouse that we sell to the public. We also use the produce that's left over after our annual plant sale to grow here in our raised garden beds, and then we harvest that produce throughout the summer. And then all of that produce gets donated to the Barren County Reads and Feeds program here that we do within our school district.
Hey son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm gonna own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
What I really like about with Project Lead the Way and with the STEAM content that I get to teach is it makes those real world connections. It's allowing kids to put their brain in action. It's not that, we're not at that time in the game where we're sitting and getting and taking notes and content. It's taking that content and applying it to real world selections. And that's what Project Lead the Way is allowing us to do and create those opportunities. Those students that you have in the classroom that may struggle with that reading and math are thriving with this content because they're able to put solutions to problems and fix things that they wouldn't necessarily get in a normal math or reading classroom.
Just being able to figure out what didn't work and how to make it work and how to work through that process just in itself for you as a person is important, but also it builds those skills that are going to be necessary for each grade that follows us.
The Patriots 27. Don't forget, we'll be at Franklin Simpson tomorrow night. Trojanettes and the Lady Cats at 6. Trojans and the Wildcats following that. We'll be on there at 5:45 from Franklin Simpson High School tomorrow night. Monroe County at home on Friday night. They'll go to Adair County Saturday night.
What if they turn the air conditioner on for the district?
You know, it's warm in here tonight. Little warm. Trojans will have the basketball. Start the third quarter. Bunch gets it in play to Bewley. He'll be defended by Chase Ross. Bounce pass, left elbow. Spillman turns. Goes to the right side of the floor. Gives it to Hall. Back out to Bewley. Now Bunch with it on the right side. Almost picked up there. Robledo. Here's Spillman. Kicks it in the lane there. Here's Hall flipping it up. No good. And a foul on Hall for coming over the back.
Short-armed it.
Yep.
He had a good look. He just did not follow through.
Second foul at Graham Hall. It's basketball as it comes into Robledo. We'll bounce it over to Turner. Robledo here on the near side. Comes to the middle of the court. Sends it over to Turner on the right. At the right elbow, or left elbow, excuse me, Tracy. Tracy pivoting around.
5 seconds.
Yeah, close. Robledo. Screen from Tracy. Bewley stays with him, though. And now gets rid of it to Ross. Almost ran out of real estate over here on the near side. Bounces it out to Turner. Flips it back to Ross. Ross hooks it off in the corner. Robledo over Spillman for 3. It's off high. Ball slapped out, chased down. Ross has it on the right wing. Just wanting a screen. Bud's trying to stay with him, goes up the baseline. Almost decided to get rid of the basketball after Robledo. Thought he was going to put up a reverse there for a moment. Robledo backtracking into Spillman, puts up the shot, no good. 3 fouls on Tate Spillman.
Didn't do much to earn that one, did he?
No. The line 0 for 2 tonight, and he hits that one. Pete Hardy coming to replace Tate Spillman, who have to take a seat for a little while. Those 3 fouls. 29-28, Trojans lead it by 1. 6:39 to play here in the third period. Robledo for the second of the 2. It's on the way, got it. 29 with 6:38 to play in the third. Bewley, right side bunch, back to Bewley. Bewley goes. Turns with it, goes to the basket, puts it up, no good, but a foul.
Yeah, an advantage there. We had 2 guys tracking him the whole time.
Foul is on Garrett, his third. He's the second Patriot to pick up 3. Clemens at the line, only a 50% foul shooter. That one rims off. Scottsville will get Blaine Moore back in the game for Robert Robledo. Oh, for Isaac Garrett. Clemens back in the line for one more shot. Barren was 4 of 7 from the line in the first half. All those in the second quarter. Second shot is good for Clemens. 30-29, Trojans by 1. Turner being chased, double team, gives it over to Moore. Now Robledo working his way left side of the lane. Came up short of the shot. Bunch of the rebound off to Bewley. Off to Bunch. Right side corner. Coming out with it is Cade Hardy. Bouncing down low on the block. It's Hall. Turning. Hook shot. Good.
Nice. Little fade away. To be honest with you, a little bit more and get it in the middle of what they're playing as a collapse zone and see if he can open it up for some of our shooters, if not score.
Barren County with a 3-point lead, 32-29. Here's Turner. Long range 3. No. And we're going to have a foul on Tracy for coming over the back.
Our 1-2-2 has not caused them any turnovers. They haven't forced, we haven't forced them into any turnovers out of that. Sure, they're just really getting rid of it before our trap gets there.
For the Trojans, right side Hardy, covered up by Robledo. Hall comes to set a screen. He curls off to the top free throw line, ribs, good.
Cade's having a nice game.
11 points for Cade Hardy. 5-point Trojan lead. Robledo, long 3. No, off to the left, but Ross there to get the rebound in the left corner. Bounces it out to Turner. Sends it off to Robledo. Cutting into the lane. His one-hand jumper, good.
Timeout there. All 3 of them timeouts they've called are just inauspicious. This is a 30-second timeout after a make.
5:02 to play here in the third. Barren County 34, Allen County-Scottsville 31.
I don't have hardly any scores tonight, but there's not hardly any games.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's only Warren East playing at Warren Central. That's a girls' game. The boys aren't playing. And the other game tonight. Caverna and Hart County doubleheader. That's a district game up in District 18. And the only other game going on was Clinton County girls hosting Campbellsville and Monroe County boys at Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee. That's it. It'll be a big load of games tomorrow night.
I'd say just about everybody plays Tuesday, Friday for the rest of the way except that last week.
Bewley brings it up for the Trojans. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Barren County up 34-31. Hardy with it on the right. Comes to the top of the key, reverses back to the right, can't shoot, sends it over to Bewley on the left. He drives to the baseline, dumps it off to Hall, out to Clemens, spots up for the 3, short. Bunch puts it back up, and it's going to roll in. Hit the back of the iron and trickled in the net for his first 2 points tonight. 36-31, Trojans by 5. Going up the baseline, Ross, a foul on Bunch, try to cut him off.
He's leaning on him. He's got to give him a little bit of space. He picks up his third, right?
Yeah. So he'll come out of the game. William Compton in to replace him. Compton hit a three back in the first quarter. And Moore, right side of the bucket to toss it in. Comes into Tracy. Side of the lane. Throws it back out deep to Ross. Ross dribbling left, cutting back right, driving, gets bumped. Billy will commit the foul. Fourth foul on the Trojans here in the third period. It's out to Turner, gives it to Ross. And Ross putting the dribble down. Off to Robledo. He drives. He dumps it off underneath, and a shot put up and in. Charging foul there. Tracy gets his first two tonight. 36-33. Hall, right of the lane, gives it into Hardy, drives up with the left hand, no. Hall puts it back up and in. Hall with his 8 point. 38-33 Trojans. Pass picked up. Bewley read that one all the way. Drives the bucket, lays it in. Should have been a foul right there, too. And that's what Warren Cunningham is shouting at Barry Vincent over there. It's his call to make. He was right there under it.
That's poor officiating because the kid hit him unnecessarily, and you clean up the game by calling those fouls. Otherwise, you shouldn't even be out here.
40-33. Trojans have their largest lead at 7. Chase Ross with it for the Patriots. Drives against Clemens. Dumps it back off. Left wing three. Good for Moore. Number 22 of the season for Blaine Moore. He averages 5 points a game. Lead is 4 for Trojans at 40-36. In the middle goes to Hall. Back to Bewley. Pump back three. He'll give it over to Clemens. Clemens, left corner. He's covered up. Needs some help. And throws a bad pass. It bounces off of Turner and out of bounds. Jackson Reese comes in for William Compton. Barron's basketball. Clemens will toss it in, right side of the bucket. Looking, lobs it out to Hall. Hall will hand it off to Bewley. Bewley over in the corner. Reese pulls a trigger. No. Rebound, Robledo, and as Hardy tried to save it, made a diving move for it as it ricocheted off of Clemens. ACS basketball, 2:40 to play here in the third period.
I made a three this quarter after we had 5 in the first half.
Robledo. Moore turns, gives Robledo. Top of the key, back to Moore. Moore's going to drive to the baseline and threw it at the leg of Turner, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession to ACS. Hall trying to reach in there to tie it up. 2:18 to go here in the third. Barren 40, Allen 36. Gavin Nunn's going to return to the Trojan lineup here in the second half. For Graham Hall, giving him a little breather. And Robledo will toss it in. Lobs it to Moore. Back out to Turner. Over to Ross. Robledo. Back out front to Ross. And Ross trying to make a move on Clemens to the left elbow. Shovels it off to Turner. Jumper 15. No, almost lodged up there. Rebound to Nunn. The left side of the rim almost lodged between the rim and the backboard, but it came off. Bewley down low. Gavin Nunn. And that's going to be an offensive foul. He lowered his shoulder into Moore.
Yeah, you got to make a move there. You got to gather yourself. Really, he lost his balance and just kind of kept plowing over it. Turnover of the quarter.
Basketball, minute 46. Robledo, Turner. The corner goes to Ross. He'll send it back out to Turner. Left side, Robledo lets it fly for three. It's good.
1 point game.
40-39. 28 left to go in the third quarter. Bewley leaves it with Jackson Reese on the left side. Now hands it back off to Bewley. Bewley turns, goes up the baseline. He's cut off. Throws it way back out to Clemens. Clemens will give it out front. Jackson Reese, top of the key. Reese thought about it. Gives in the corner to Bewley. Being dogged there by Granger. Throws up the one-hander and he hits it.
You just got to put your head down, under control, and take it at them. If they are up on you like that, you got to go by them and take it to the rim.
Over to Turner on the left side. Moore comes to set a screen. And Reese has to slide off on Turner. Here's Ross. 42 seconds to play in the third quarter. Barren with just a 3-point lead. 42-39. Now Ross. Down the right side, hesitation into the corner. Reverses it back out, gives to Robledo. 25 seconds to play. His foot, Hardy tried to reach in to grab it, but couldn't do so. Turner, down to 14 seconds left. Turner, on the move right, dumps it in there to Moore, feeds it. Granger lost the handle. It skipped off him and out of bounds. 3, Trojans will get the basketball. Compton back on the court. He will throw it in. 5.3 to play. It's like there's some mouthing going on with Chase Ross and the Granger talking to Bray Bewley. Wanted to do a run out. Comes into Reese. He's going to have to come on. Gets across the timeline. Down the right side. Throws up a three, and it's going to be no good. Tried to follow it up and in, but the buzzer went off. So we're at the end of 3. It's Barren County 42. Allen County-Scottsville 39. We got one more quarter to go. Trojan basketball on 104 the score.
At the culmination of our pathways, students have the opportunity to go out into the community and to be able to co-op. It's through these experiences that kids get real life experience. They get to practice the skills that they learn in the class, hands-on.
I'm working here at Commonwealth Broadcasting Corporation, and it's just really awesome. I get to do lots of cool stuff like write commercials. I've voiced a couple commercials, and I just kind of help out with whatever anybody needs. My favorite part is getting to meet all the different kinds of people and also just getting opportunities like this co-op. It's really just been a wonderful learning experience.
Favorite part is just being able, instead of being in a classroom where you have to sit all day, you're doing your own work for something that you're actually interested in. I would recommend this course to other students just because it'll let them know if they would like to do this for a career.
Point lead. It's 42-39. County scored 13. Patriots scored 12 in that third period of play. This fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Trojans basketball. Bray Bewley with the basketball. Brings it across the timeline. He goes right side with it. Spillman. Spillman hasn't put down the dribble yet. He's back in the game playing with 3 fouls. Here's Hardy back to Spillman. Bounce it down low to Hall. Hall works it, kicks it out to Bewley. 3 in the air, no good. Battle for the rebound is slapped out of bounds. They're going to win off Robledo. Tate Spillman fighting for the rebound. Barren will keep it underneath their basket to the right.
Still not a 3 this half.
Comes out to Bewley, circles around left, gives it to Spillman. Spillman gets cut off by Robledo. Back out to Bewley, penetrating into the key, gives it to Hardy. 3 in the air. No, off the left side of the rim, and it'll go out of bounds. Trojans basketball, 7:26 to go in the basketball game. It's a 3-point lead for the Trojans. Turner handles the basketball. Turner sends it down in the corner, the right side, Moore. Now it comes to Robledo. Hardy trying to stay with him. Back out to Turner. Now Turner working left. Hands it off to Ross coming by. On here in the fourth. Ross wants to drive. Goes in for the floater. No good. Ball's tapped underneath the basket. Moore grabs it on the baseline out to Ross. He drives in, seeds it over to Granger. He puts it up and in. Where this Granger kid came from. He didn't play in the first game. All with it on the right side. Gives it out front, gives it to Hardy. It's a one-point ball game. Here's Mason, punch! No, off the back iron. Robledo with a rebound off to Ross. Patriots can take the lead this trip down. As Ross spins, finds Granger underneath, puts it up, and it's going to drop in.
Tucker didn't play in the first game. He's only played 8 games this year, so he has definitely not played in many of their 22 games.
Ball comes out to Hardy. Gives it to Spillman. Now Spillman, crossover move, goes inside, has a shot wadded down. That should have been taunting right there.
That's ridiculous.
And
this game's going to get out of hand if it's got a chance to get chippy if they don't do something about it. And that was taunting. That would have been called on the NFL, no problem.
Yeah. Here's Turner, gives it to Granger. Granger trying to work in against Bunch, gets cut off. Now turns with it, shovels it off over to Turner. 5:30 to play. Patriots up by 1. Here's Robledo. Defended by Hardy. Robledo getting a screen from Moore. Hardy stays with him, drives left to the lane, scoops up the shot, and it rolls in.
Warren's going to let him play through it, I think.
Bunch out of the right side, sends it out now to Hardy. 3-point lead for the Patriots, 45-42.
From a three-point up to 3-point down, haven't we?
Uh-huh. Bray Bewley open, but doesn't take it. Works around left side, goes to the bucket, puts it up, and no good. Rebound to Granger, gives it off to Ross. 4:45 left to play.
Allen County team that's only got 2 wins, haven't won a game this year.
Ross driving strong to the bucket, a foul. Bray Bewley, that's his third. Team's first of the quarter. Clemens will check back into the Trojan lineup. He'll come in for Graham Hall.
Tate, our leading scorer on the year, has only got 5. He didn't play pretty much the whole third period because of foul trouble.
Is there a 5-second count or a timeout?
Timeout.
They've had to use all their timeouts. They have any left?
They don't have many left because of situations just like that.
6 to play. The Patriots 45, the Trojans 42.
They didn't have many. They don't. We've got plenty. We've got at least.
Scottsville 2-20 on the season, ranked last in the 4th region, and had pretty much the entire season. 0-4 in district play. We know the Trojans are going to have to play them again here in 3 weeks, the 15th district basketball tournament.
Just for reference, for something to talk about here, a couple weeks ago, Franklin Simpson beat them 38-71. That's the team we play tomorrow night. So, and they beat them early in the year, 59-35. So, always got to get it together quickly. This is by far the easiest game we play all week. Franklin, Monroe's already beat you.
And Adair's really good.
Then Bowling Green. I mean, the next 4 games are going to be tough and physical.
Comes out to Turner, hands it off, working to the left side. Hands it off now to Robledo. He's going to fire up a 3-point shot. It's good. Wow. Going crazy, up by 6, 48-42, 4:18 to play.
We don't have a field goal, do we, this half? Or this quarter?
We do not. Foul called on 14. That's Robledo. It's his first. Team's first in the fourth quarter.
That's what I'll say about our guys. We have to be composed.
Yeah.
No matter if we're down 6, we're down 5, we're up 5. We can't let them get to us right now. They're jawing, pushing, shoving, holding. We just got to play.
Coming up the baseline, Bewley dumps it in the lane. Whistle and a foul. This time will be on Ross. His third, team second of the quarter. Spillman gets the ball in play to Bewley in the left corner. Dumps it back to Bunch. Threw it away. Or was it deflected? Nope.
It's a layup. You just lay it in there to him, or you,
Got 4 minutes left.
We haven't turned it over much, but that was not a good time to turn over.
Ross with the basketball. Gets into a trap, bounces it out to Turner. 3:50 to play. The Patriots are up by 6. Ross driving, and a collision, offensive foul.
Good take. Right.
Ross picks up his 4th.
Well, for them, I know it's not much time left, but here's what our boys do really good. And if we can get a play from the bench, whoever's guarding Ross, I know it's looks like Jackson Reese. If we can isolate him, see if we can get that 5th foul, that'd be big.
It floated into Spillman. Shovels it out to Clemens. Spillman, 3-point shot, no good. Ross with a rebound for ACS and a foul on Bewley.
With 7.5, and specifically over 5 from anything this quarter. Hit on the bucket, and the lead continues to grow for Allen.
3:27 to play. Oh, bad pass. Nobody went for it. Ross had to go chase it down.
Got lucky there, did Allen, because we weren't really paying attention or expecting him to do that.
Ross making a move. Stops right of the lane. Out to Moore. Feed it to Robledo. Robledo steps back, shoots the 3 ball, misses everything, and it goes out of bounds. It wasn't tipped. It wasn't partially blocked.
That's what they're asking for.
.306 left. Trojans need a bucket, down 6.
Yeah, we need to score here.
Not scored the entire fourth quarter. There's 3 minutes left. Spillman for the 3. No. Rebound to Ross.
Doesn't get much more open than that. We're just struggling shooting.
2 on none. Robledo wide open. Lays it in.
Breakdown right now.
50-42. Patriots in a trap is Bewley. Jackson Reese driving, splits the defenders, gets tripped up. And a foul will be on Granger. It's 4th. It's the 4th foul of the Patriots here in the quarter.
It's a shooting foul.
Or is it 5? I must have missed one somewhere.
No, it's just a shooting foul.
Oh, okay. Jackson Reese will be at the line for 2 shots. The 69% foul shooter. First one is no good.
Feels like the Monroe County game, except for multiplied by about 20.
For one more. It's on the way, and it comes off. The rebound comes off to Moore for ACS. 2:26 to play. Patriots up by 8.
Got to go with something different than this 1-2-2. We haven't turned them over at all, and now we're going to have to get turnovers.
And the pass goes to Granger, and he's fouled by Hall.
Couldn't pull up there, and that's still a couple short of the penalty.
It's number 3 of the quarter.
Line up here. Warren's going to call timeout. We'll see. Throw some kind of defensive lineup in there and see if we can speed them up. Take Waylon or put Waylon in, and if we can create a little bit of chaos. Down 8, 2:16 to go. We have no goals. Missed both of our free throws this quarter, and whatever poll there is, they're the worst team in the 4th region, right?
Yep.
They are, by the RPI tonight, we are 21-point favorite.
Cantrell had them at 25. I don't think that's going to happen.
Here's another one. Not only have they not won a district game, but they haven't even won a game in this region. They're 0-12.
Yeah. Bluegrass Blazers and John Harden, the only 2 wins they've had this year. Comes out to Moore, hands it to Turner. Turner working right, hands it to Ross. Ross working to the left side. And now Moore is in a trap. He walked, no call. Turner in a trap. And losing the handle, down on the floor, got rid of it to Granger. Granger with a spin, is up, foul on.
Low, it'll be on
Hall, his 4th. Granger at the line. Free throw is good.
Than in 3 weeks.
That's true.
So
better be glad this is not the district tournament game. Second one is good. 10-point Patriot lead. 52-42. It's into Bewley.
It's got to start with a score in this quarter.
Yeah. Bunch will fire it up for a 3, and it's no good. It pops out, gets his own rebound. Back out to Hardy. He's going to fire up the 3-pointer. No, way off the mark. Loose ball picked up by Granger. Granger fires it down. Turner going under, puts up the shot. Good. 54-42, Allen County-Scottsville. Bewley on the other end. Put it up. He missed it. Try to draw the... to Granger. Now Turner, cross-court pass, Robledo. With 1:20 to play. Back to Turner. Now Turner fires it over to Granger. Granger now needs somewhere to go. And we're going to foul on Spillman, and that's his 4th.
This game might be close, but we didn't think there was any way this one would be within
Really?
10 points.
This is unbelievable. Free throw no good for Granger.
Got a couple timeouts left. If you look at Allen County, you probably are going to have to foul. And they're, I don't on fouling right now.
Yeah. 55-42. Spillman, a 25-footer. No good. Tapped up in the air, knocked around. On the baseline, Compton out to Spillman. Spillman back over to Hardy. Hardy moves into the corner. Compton pulls the trigger. No. Rebound to Turner. A foul on Hardy.
But we have not scored a point in the whole period.
51.4 to go. Turner will be at the line for 2 shots.
Our biggest lead. Did we lead by 7?
I think 5, maybe.
5. I thought it was maybe 40-33, but.
Second shot for Turner is good. 6-42. Hardy, long distance three, no good. Rebounding Granger, foul on Bunch.
42 1 point.
That was at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
And they have scored 17. It's got a 17-0 run for the Patriots.
Well, we can do about it because you got to turn around quickly. That's what I don't like. I really don't like about this stretch is not only are we playing the toughest stretch with the toughest teams we played all year, but there's no time to regroup, recoup, any of those things. You just got to turn around and play tomorrow.
Bewley finds Bunch down low, throws it up, no good, but a foul on Moore. Sid Bunch will be at the line for 2 shots. First one on the way, good. First point of the fourth quarter at the 36-second mark. It's the second one. Rebound, Robledo. He'll get rid of the Turner here, or rather to Moore. Down court to Ross. 28 seconds to play.
Bottom line, they were more physical and they outplayed us tonight, and that's why they are going to beat us by not only beat.
They will beat us by the same exact score Glasgow beat us by. 58-43. 19-1 run by the Patriots.
That's ridiculous.
In the fourth quarter.
That's ridiculous. We need to just go through the handshake line and move our hands and move on and write this down. This is a what is it? I would call it chalkboard moment, but we don't do chalkboards anymore. Just marker board type moment.
Score 58-43. The Patriots over the Trojans, and Patriots go to 1-4 in district play, 3-20 overall. Trojans drop to 14-8, 4-2 district play. So that ties them with Warren East, but it still doesn't matter because Barren still gets the 1 seed and will play the Patriots here. They beat Glasgow now because they could tie for third if they beat Glasgow now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It would be because Glasgow has 2 wins.
You didn't really figure in them having a win after tonight, so you didn't figure there was any way that they could get to 2 wins.
That's right.
So if they beat Glasgow, they would have split with Glasgow and have that bottle, envelope draw, whatever it is.
Post-game report is next. Brought to you by CPC Commodities on 104 The Score.
Medical Detectives is part of the Project Lead the Way curriculum, a feeder to the Biomed program at the high school. One of the things that I really enjoy about this class is that it does expose the students to a number of different medical careers and give them ideas that there are numerous potential career opportunities for somebody in the medical field.
I would definitely recommend the class for someone who has interest in medical sciences, and you'll learn a lot about the brain, vital signs, and just all around a lot about science.
Classes that we're offering here with Project Lead the Way, it allows them to have those real world problems where they're able to connect with each other, connect across soft skills that they're able to develop and work through those problems together. And so within our school, within our district, we provide lots of different opportunities for students to learn, to grow. And so that's what our goal here is at Barren County Middle School, is to empower students through our learning opportunities.
It's not about having kids know content knowledge, like, hey, I memorized this order of things, or I know that. It's actually basically like a knowledge acquisition process. Do I know how to get knowledge? Do I know how to research? What's my question? How do I know when I've learned this? How do I know when I'm ready to go to the next thing? So for them in the STEAM process, what we look at is, what's our question first? What are we?
All I'm going to comment about.
Yeah, we were outplayed, outcoached, and out everything. So, the way the game started, they, played a lot harder than we did, and we tried to we didn't do a very good job of getting ready for that. But got outplayed, got outcoached, and play again tomorrow.
I know this is the first of 4 games, and you're going to see this team again in 3 weeks.
Well, not necessarily. There's
well,
no
unless they beat Glasgow.
Yeah, there's no guarantee.
That's right.
Now.
That's right.
That took that off the table.
Yep.
So, yep.
Anything we did good tonight?
We got a good group of kids, you know, but I mean, I don't know. I did a very poor job of getting our guys ready to play, and you know, you can't show up in a district game and just kind of, you know, just act like we don't have a clue and of what's going on, or what they do, or who does what for them. You know, 14 is a catch and shoot guy, and he goes 4 of 7 from the 3. So obviously didn't get the message across there. So I'll take that on me, and just we'll try to come back. And we should have practiced harder yesterday. I guess we just kind of walked through and shot around a little bit, watched some film, try to go light because we got 4 games here. But it really doesn't matter if you play like that. It really doesn't matter if you go light or not in practice. So, but I don't know. Yeah, just kind of scratching my head, and like I said, go to school tomorrow, have a good day, and play again tomorrow night.
Yeah, Franklin Simpson's a pretty good team too. Very athletic on their home court. Team that actually beat this Allen team by 33.
Yeah, probably don't need to say anything
else.
else.
Haven't seen them, but I don't know a whole lot about them.
Well, they have a good team. They always do. Franklin's always good. They're, you know, Dee's a great coach, and you know, they lose players every year, and they still find ways to be competitive and win. And you know, he will. It's one of the tougher places to play. They'll play well. That place, you know, it's always be a good crowd over there tomorrow night. It'll be loud, and yeah, better be ready to go.
Coach, appreciate your time. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks.
Coach Warren Cunningham, the Trojans falling here to the Patriots 58-43 in a 15th district game. As Coach's comments is brought to you by McDonald's. Enjoy a meal at your McDonald's on Smith Road in Glasgow. I think we got one more break to take. We'll come back and take a look at the stats after this break on 104 The Score.
Trying to accomplish? What's our goal when it's all said and done? I try.
I'm super proud of what we've been able to build in the last few years in our program. Our goal has always been to set students up for success. But what this does is, I think it is a game changer because it creates that next step of connections for students to what we're doing in the curriculum, and allows them to really see hands-on what nobody else gets to see.
I've absolutely loved the past 4 years being in biomed. I have got so many wonderful opportunities, and it's prepared me so much for my future.
I really feel like our rigorous curriculum really prepares them for med school, physical therapy school, pretty much any graduate medical degree. Our table is a great asset. It's really just a really good supplement to help their learning.
Barren County High School is very fortunate to offer multiple career pathways. The biomedical pathway is just one of those, but our focus is always to have students hands-on experience that prepare them directly for the career that they're going to have when they graduate.
So this class is responsible for growing produce and flowers, hanging baskets, and different vegetables in our school greenhouse that we sell to the public. We also use the produce that's left over after our annual plant sale to grow here in our raised garden beds, and then we harvest that produce throughout the summer. And then all of that produce gets donated to the Barren County Reads and Feeds program here that we do within our school district.
Hey son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going to own a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Behind the arc, 10 of 15. The offensive end, they turned the ball over 7 times. Robert Robledo had 24. DeAndre Granger had 11. Chase Ross with 8. Blaine Moore with 3. 10 for Tyler Turner. 2 for Blaine Tracy. For the Trojans tonight, 16 of 47. They were 6 of 24 in the second half. 16 for 47 for the ball game, 34%, 5 of 24 on three-point shots, 6 of 13 from the line, 21 rebounds, 11 on the offensive end. Turned the ball over just 4 times tonight. And the Trojans were led in scoring by Cade Hardy with 11. He had 3 threes and a 2. Only player in double figures. Tate Spillman had 5. Bray Bewley was 6. Waylon Clemens had 3. Mason Bunch 3. Graham Hall had 8. 3 for William Compton, 2 for Jackson Reese. Second chance points, Barren County with 16. The Patriots with 12. Points in the paint, 24-16 Patriots. And bench points, 14 for Allen County-Scottsville, 18 for Barren County. Trojans trailed at the end of every quarter. Actually led at halftime, 29-27, and trailed by 3 after 3, 42-39. We got outscored 19-1 in the final 8 minutes for the Patriots. Get their 3rd win of the season and the first district win of the season. Well, Trojanettes won earlier tonight, but it wasn't easy, 60-57 over the Lady Patriots, and the Trojans fall 58-43. We'll be on the air tomorrow night from Franklin Simpson High School at about 5:45. The Trojanettes and the Lady Wildcats at 6, and then the Trojans and the Wildcats in the nightcap about 7:45. All the coverage right here on 104 The Score. For now, for Robert Bauer and studio producer Axe, this is Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us, and until tomorrow night, good night from Scottsville.
Thanks for listening to Barren County.